said, I believe we will begin now
Hmm.
with Rot, Part 3. It wasn't until he was a day out of town, commandeered mule cart in tow, that he was overrun. A red streak flew from a nearby tree and struck the canvas tarp, protecting his treasure. The flaming arrow immediately spat thick globs of flame, igniting the canvas tarp. Several humanoids emerged from surrounding rocks and foliage. Bandits. Knowing he's been bested, Reldar Fleur raises his hands in submission. And the next 3 days were hell. Instead of the brigands taking their fill and leaving Reldar to the wolves, they took the Dark Elf as well. Captive, slave, bargaining chip, or worse. Being broken in by withholding food and water and preventing rest. To break rocks, to cut trees, to tend to the horses, and to stay in an iron cage meant for a smaller beast than he. It was on the third night that the writhing dead descended upon the bandit camp. Bloody, exhausted, the Dark Elf could barely discern his captors' tortured screams from their everyday drunken shouting. But the smell of viscera and blood, rot, corruption, and pure menace. Perhaps it was the dog cage that protected him. Perhaps it was the rising sun cresting through the trees and rocks. Hell, maybe the undead pitied him. But he was spared. Now, to pick the lock, find the mirror, get a cart, and travel 2 more days back to Diamond Lake. The things one does for love. Koji and Celise, you both slept in 2 different locations, but that does not separate you from shared dreams. As night captured you, you dream of 3 women by a grassy riverbank. All 3 of them seem to be sewing, knitting, or weaving. A young maiden, a proud mother, and a gentle crone. As you approach the trio, they look up at you. No, they look through you. In unison, they say imploringly to gaze into the river. Your bodies move forward unwittingly. Eyes downcast. You do indeed gaze into the clear waters, but in lieu of a rocky bottom, you see darkness. And you see Akuma. And you wake up. First, I'll give you the rundown of last time, although it's all too clear. It was the second full day that you had spent in the fair free city of Alhaster, the city of thieves, the city of scoundrels and pirates. Trying to look up some leads. You had a good amount of quest hooks to do. There were people you needed to find. You still needed to find tickets, invitations to Prince Zeech's party. But all of that, of course, got horribly, horribly derailed when the dragons attacked. I personally listened through the events a couple times just so I got the gist of everything that happened. But if you need a reminder, feel free to ask me. But the first thing that happens is Koji. You slept on the bronze toad last night.
No. I was all mad and stuff, so I cast water breathing on myself, and I slept at the bottom of the ocean.
Aha. Even better. Okay. That's a good way to be. To sleep at the bottom of the ocean.
The ocean.
As you
Is that
do.
not like some kind of concentration spell or something?
No.
You're not going
It's
to
been
die.
8 hours.
8 hours. You got
Oh,
plenty of
sure.
time.
Plus, I can hold my breath for like 6 fucking minutes.
That's
Oh,
8 hours and 6 minutes. That's a long
Mm.
time.
You better not get the bends on your way back up, dummy.
I can't. I'm such a high-level ranger that like environmental
I
hazards
can't.
don't really affect me anymore.
Yeah, he does.
Look, you get immune to all disease and immortal and stuff. And I
Yeah.
I'm not immortal.
Get the bends. Oh yeah, it's like 3 levels from now you get immortality.
I don't get immortality. I get some
believe you do.
weird, like.
Anyways,
cool
Koji,
things. Anyway,
as you do
slipped
wake
in the
up,
bottom.
you find yourself kind of wading onto the muddy and slick shores of Alhaster. I assume that you're trying to kind of come in from where you came out, that being close to Area 7 with the Alhaster shipping concern. That being a place where at least you know that you have an ally.
Can we go back to map?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we're going to be going to map right meow.
Yay.
So I would like to assume, Koji, that you do in fact early in the morning crawl, kind of wade out of the near div, close to the Alhaster shipping concern. Outside, you can see your old pal Mudmouth, a hobgoblin with bright red skin, missing a nose, an eye, and has a terrible disease that involves bees inside of his lungs. You can see that he seems to be having an argument, a confrontation even, with a human male with a long black ponytail. He has this austere gold and blue pirate's cloak, kind of a very thick pirate's cape. Not a naval thing, but definitely one that has seen battle. It's been ripped and re-sewn. There's bits of stains on it, and as it's raining already this early in the morning, you can see that it seems to be a very heated conversation. As you kind of crawl out of the water, they immediately notice you several, 100 feet away, and they will reconvene inside of what would be Mudmouth's hut, his house, or something like that. But it seemed like he has made a bit of an enemy with some sort of captain.
Do they both go to Mudmouth's house?
They did both go to Mudmouth's house.
I want to reiterate, Kochi and Mudmouth are not friends. They're old business associates.
You're right. They're not friends. Koji and
Are you
Mudmouth
trying to like Ron Swanson Koji like super hard? So he's like, I know a lot of people, but I don't care about anybody. Like,
No,
come
Kochi
on.
cares about people for sure. Mudmouth just like
He's just some
the
red.
guy Kochi knows here. Is that
How
like,
old?
That's not
how
too
old
much,
is
yeah.
an old business associate? Like 2 years ago, or like
60,
25-year
that was
old?
like 40 years ago?
40 to 60 years, yeah.
He's
And he's still alive.
he's
Come
still alive. That doesn't mean I like him anymore
Yeah.
than I did. Like,
He's still alive.
Okay.
Salisha's like 28 in game, so just keep that in mind.
Child.
She's a
I'm happily blissful child. And a human, so like I'm not gonna get that old anyway.
So what are you doing about this, Koji?
my boat's still docked here, I believe.
It is. Yes.
I think I left like all my armor and stuff on my boat with Pischetti.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm just gonna like naked walk to my boat. Put my coat on.
Oh.
There's just
Yeah.
tastefully applied seaweed,
Oh.
as you crawl out of the water.
Yeah. That little. Very nice.
Salish, on the other hand, the opposite side
Hmm?
of town. Last game,
Mm-hmm.
you decided to forego the luxury of the deluxury
Of sleeping.
and you went sleeping to try and fix up that tool shed that Koji rented. Now, it should be noted that although 6 dragons attacked, they did do severe acid damage, but only once. You can see that around here, acid has burned through a lot of the roofs of several of the houses here, kind of in this street, including, of course, that
Yeah.
of the tool shed that Koji previously rented.
Minimal acid damage.
Minimal.
Was what I had hoped for.
Looking
Definitely.
through the heavy tea set,
Thank you.
it seems that
Mhm.
partially has been ruined. One whole cup and one whole plate have been broken. Just like a drop of acid has just like went straight through it. But with like minimal effort, about an hour and a half of work, you were able to patch up the roof to a decent amount. And that's when you promptly fell the heck asleep. You wake up.
I must, yeah, like probably in the teeth.
Yeah.
Probably in the shed. Like
in the
just
shed still, yeah.
haphazardly.
You wake up
Aw.
to the sound of knocking outside of your shed door. Hello, is anyone in there?
Who is it?
Right. The door swings open to reveal a foggy, rainy, chilly, dreary morning. And outside are 2 of these figures. They're wearing very similar outfits, these black rain slickers with kind of the World War I German, like, metal soup bowl helmets that are equally black.
Oh no. Yeah.
These are the same looking figures. They're not necessarily the same 2 guys you saw outside of Yomari's Wonders, but they're wearing the same outfit. Yes, we were wondering if you wouldn't mind answering some questions for us.
I'm assuming I like fell asleep in one of the chairs I fixed that we were sitting in.
Oh, yeah.
So I like get up and stretch and wipe off the dust. Is there somewhere you'd like to go? I have
Here
pressing
is
business
fine.
today, but I can sure. What can I help you with?
Yes, here is fine. And he kind of looks over to his assistant,
step
his
outside.
underling, who pulls out a small quill and pen. Oh, but a few questions. Dreary day, yes. The first thing is that some dragons attacked last night. Right in this area. It can be seen everywhere. Our first question was, have you seen or heard from the suspects?
No, I wasn't in the city. I came back. I'm renting the shed we're standing in here actually.
Right, we have the paperwork.
And it was destroyed. You can see where I've tried to fix it. Unfortunately, I wasn't in the city yesterday.
Not in the city.
But I hope they catch them.
Oh, don't worry. They have already been
because look at this damage. I'm
apprehended.
definitely gonna get fined for this.
Worry not. This was none of your business. It was, of course, the vile doings of the Ebon Triad. If you would like to establish a complaint,
Makes sense.
you are more than welcome to at the magistrate's office or the
Oh,
Watcher's compound. Yes, the Watcher's compound. You may, of course, and there the hanging of
Where's
the
that
Ebon.
near?
Oh, good question.
Sorry, let me just. I am also. I'm new. I'm coming for the party later this week.
Oh, very
but-
good. Very good.
but I'm
20
a little
years
lost, though.
of joy. You will find
Watcher's
it in the northwest corner of town, high up on
Yes.
the toilway, number 30,
Thank you.
if you have to know.
Thank you so
Closest
much.
to...
I didn't need a number. Thanks. But I'll write it down anyway, so I don't forget. Sweet. Thank you. Yes, so much. Any other questions that I can help you with?
Yes, well, of course, as I said, that their hangings are this morning. In but a few hours, we have captured, of course, the vile Ebon Triad cultists. We were wondering if you've had any other dealings with these vile cultists.
I have not. I did see a hanging yesterday. Um, it was short and sweet, as I assume these things are supposed to be.
And their
Um,
bodies go to the traitors' graves. But of course.
I imagine quite an ordeal to get all the way out there. Isn't that quite far away? So he's just trying to look confused and like, hmm. But
The younger
but
scribe
no.
kind of smirks and chuckles. We have our ways. Don't you worry about that, miss. Right. That being said, you do look like you could use a bath, and we'll leave you be, strange shed woman, but know that we'll have our eye on you from now on.
What was your name again?
I didn't give it.
Touche. Uh, uh, what's blessed day? What's the thing?
Have a blessed day to thee as well, madame. And with that, he Nazi style, like claps his heels together, about faces on a dime, and just walk through the rainy, cobbled streets of Alhaster this morning.
Creepy Nazi guard people. Come here. Okay. Um, I have all of my stuff with me because leaving anything at the luxury seemed stupid. Um, what time is it? Would you say that you
Druidcraft, right?
woke me up? Yeah, let's do that.
You have both woken
I
up
have some sticks.
pretty early this rainy morning, having a rough night's sleep.
Come here.
Call it, let's say that everyone woke up around 6 o'clock. It's probably 6:30 now, as Koji is on the bronze toad, getting dry and dressed, and Celise, you are in the shed.
Sun's up. I know it's foggy
Uh,
and rainy and gross, but sun's
it's,
up.
yeah, give or take. There are sunspots that
Do
kind of like God rays kind of shine
briefly.
down throughout the
Oh,
mass of
beautiful.
crows and angels.
Okay. Um. So, did you say like an attunement is like an hour, like a day? What do I need to do to get attuned to
It takes
Carson? Is that
one
just one?
hour. It takes 1
Is it
hour.
just an hour?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
and
I
you
wanted to
could
make
have
sure.
done that yesterday, last night, as you
I'd say
were.
maybe I did that. Yeah, maybe I like slept with it in my arms and like,
Hmm.
oh,
And it is a
buddy. Cool.
beautiful, beautiful fantasy sword.
Sweet. So crap. I mean, I don't know. I'll probably go to the docks. I don't know where Celise. I don't know where I think Koji is really. I know he's not with Akuma, and he's not come back to the shed yet. Um,
We'll hop back over to Koji. We'll give him a moment to act as you're kind of
what do
getting
you do?
dressed and
Yeah, while
stuff.
you're getting all dried up. Yeah, dust off.
Well, this is the day we're supposed to meet with
The ladies of the Scarlet Spire, yes,
Okay.
to get
That's not
outfitted.
where
Those.
we go and get information on stuff.
Okay, so
Oh,
as
is that
far
not
as
today?
your days go, today
Yeah.
is the Scarlet
Yeah.
Spire, the ladies from the Church of Weejoss. Tomorrow is the
Mm-hmm.
day that you agreed that Bozal and Loris would have some sort of information for their fucking
For you.
necks.
For their
And
lives.
yeah, you have 4 days until the party.
4 days. God.
I'm thinking about just showing up to the arena and making sure they haven't ran from town yet. 'Cause, like,
Mhm.
that's their MO. That's
Chickens.
shown them in the past, and that's what they
Mhm.
both did that time. Um,
Do it, but don't do it. Come and find me instead. We will do it together. Beat them up
I
if
think
they
I'm
try to
just gonna
leave.
start walking there from the docks.
Okay. Wish we had like a locate person spell. I would just try it. I would find you and
I mean, I have a handful of stuff.
Well,
It's just one-sided. That's all.
yeah, I see that. Butthole.
Okay, so Koji, as you start making your way down into Alhasker proper, you do see that even though it's gloomy and rainy, even more of these black and red and gold banners herald almost every house, every street lamp seems to have some sort of, banner for the 20th anniversary of Zeech's liberation of our fair city of Alhaster. Um, it's a poor representation, a poor joke, a farce on what you have seen at the championship games. People's heart is not into it. No one's really looking forward to this party they're not being invited to. You can tell that they feel coerced or forced to be decorating and falsely celebrating this. Children are, still like being sold rats and then fighting over one another over who gets to eat these scrawny bits of animals. But now there's bells sewn on to their sackcloth trousers. You start making your way south, and a few people might give you the cross eye, but most people are attending to their business on this fair day.
Celeste is 28, and her brother tried to kill her as a baby. And how old is he?
Probably like 30s or 40s,
Did,
right?
Did he try to kill
Young
you as a baby, or did he try to kill you as an 8-year-old?
Do you think that I know the answer to this question? Do you think
is
that
what I was
Celeste knows
just
the answer
thinking
to this
about.
question?
Celeste has a
Actually,
distinct memory of spending a lot of her
I feel
early
like
life in the monastery.
so I feel like maybe he tried to kill me as like a toddler.
Okay.
Like maybe not baby, but maybe, tried to have like some kind of I don't know, some kind of family and then like went extra crazy.
How old is he?
I don't know.
Like, did
I
he
don't
kill the
know.
king when he was like
20? 25 perhaps, and now he's like
For the
thrown into his craziness.
for the sake of efficiency, I will say that as Koji's
Crazy.
making his way down, Celeste is making her way up. You guys have actually met at one of these like lampposts that is, displaying the 20 years of joy, and that's where this conversation's actually taking place. Congratulations, you've met up with one another.
I don't know though.
To avoid her.
I am. You know what?
I'm not actually gonna do that.
Celeste is like fuck. And where's what's up? What? What'd you say?
Well, I'll give Thor what he wants and actually get the party
Yeah.
back together.
Yeah. Give
Thanks.
Thor what he wants.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
No problem. I got you.
Punk. You know what? We're gonna meet up over. I assume I've told you like I repaired the shed.
Alright.
And bring you the teacup set.
Thanks
I'll just be
for turning the heavy tea set, I guess. I don't know. I want to go to the arena and bust some heads real quick, make sure they're on task.
Okay.
If you want to tag along, fucking, I'm not stopping you.
Alright, a little bit of backup never hurt.
Little backups never hurt.
Show me the way.
So, yeah, sure.
Lead.
Early this morning, after a quick stop by, like, this really good kebab cart, because you guys haven't had anything to eat yet, some morning smoked meat is important. Koji, you eat kebabs, right? You don't have, like, acid reflux or anything?
That's a physical impossibility for dwarves.
Yeah, I figured as much.
don't think they have the parts of their body that would infect.
That would give.
Right. So you
Oh.
guys will
That's
make
a
your
good
way down the aforementioned arena street, and you'll find yourself at the arena. Um,
Okay.
Now it's very early this morning, and as it's raining, you can tell that it's not exactly open. Although there is a small like bar and tavern inside that so it's not like locked or closed or anything like that. Um, it's just not hosting any gladiatorial
Fights
events
right now.
this early. Um,
Mm-hmm.
as you do come in, um, where the ticket master would usually be, you can already see very early this morning Mr. Bozo Zahal. Chubby, but he has his hair kind of combed back. He's wearing this tight little vest. He is talking to an imposing looking half orc with these long, luxurious braids, wearing a noble's attire, high socks, fancy shoes, quilted
boy.
doublet, and fancy ornate sword at his side. Yes, old chap, well, it's always good seeing you. Take care, take care. And the half orc turns, acknowledges you two, tips his fancy feathered beret. A fine morning to you.
And to you.
Grins and starts whistling a jaunty tune as he steps outside. Fiddling into a little bookie's notebook, it takes Bozal but a few moments to look up and see you, and his eyes go harsh white. Hey, okay, hi, hey there.
Hey, you got something for us?
I mean, I had another day, don't I?
Do you?
Close
Are
the
you
door.
waiting
Close
till
the door.
last
Just
minute?
close the door, at least. Yes, okay, I did it. My best friend's
got it.
arms are fucking broken. I don't want you to fucking kill him anymore.
Oh.
I got it.
Fucking,
I know.
you got the invitation.
Invitation? No, what? No,
What'd you get?
I got
Fucking-
What'd you get then?
the guest list.
You got
Ah.
it took you 2 days to get the guest list?
Yeah, I got the guest
Let's see
list.
it.
Okay, well, I don't have it physically. Do you have something to write it down?
Oh my god.
Okay, I had another
it
day.
down.
I was gonna write it down.
There's 8 people on it.
There's not 8 people on it. There's
How many people are on it?
It's like 13.
there is
Something like that.
entirely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 on the guest list official. And I have heard that there are in fact 3 missing slots. The 3 names I was not able to find. I know the table was set for 16, okay?
Well, Zeech is one of them.
No, not counting Zeech.
So the table's set for 17.
If you count Zeech's, he's at like the front, the head of the table.
You said table's set. That's how many settings are. I've been a restaurateur before.
I have not.
I have.
Good for you.
I have
Good for you,
a great
Koji.
pass.
You obviously do,
No,
and
what?
I have never been allowed inside of Zeech's presence. So, like,
Off.
this is not the kind of place that he visits. Now, would you like
Alright.
the guest list or not?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, here's what I found out, right? There's this gnome by the name of Taurus. Not Loris, Taurus, right? Taurus, he's a noble from the kingdom of Trigot, which coincidentally is like kind of halfway in between here and Diamond Lake if it's just on the east side of the Near Div. All in all, he's a gnome. He's a dupe, he's a rube, he's a fool. He hasn't arrived in town as of yet, that I know of course, but he's not from here. He's mostly here to try and curry favor, as far as you've been able to tell, okay? There's, a pirate captain by the name of Volrus. Captain Volrus.
See, black ponytail guy?
I believe so. He has a missing hand. I know that. His ship is the Hidden Hand. But
Alright.
he comes from
Someone
pirate.
you know?
Someone he's visited. Everyone likes a little blood sport every now and then. But yeah, he's not like necessarily from here. But being a pirate captain, he does call to port fairly often. There's two people from a small little town called Diamond Lake, if you'd believe it. There's a Quaggoth by the name of Shag Solomon.
I told you that one.
I know, but that counts. Okay, I did my job. Don't cut my fucking arms off.
Now I'm gonna let your daughter deal with you.
There's also, a dude by the name of Montague Marat. Now, here's a bit of gossip, right? Montague Marat. Out of context, you do remember this guy. He was the kind of the ringleader for the freak show at Salamandra's Emporium back in Diamond Lake.
Yeah.
So, allegedly, before this event was to happen, Prince Zeech fired his entire waitstaff and hired this entire freak show from Diamond Lake to serve the food for this party. And, of course, Montague Marat was the one who set up that deal. There's, of course, that fellow that you just met, Lord Maris Quimp, that half-orc. It's Zeech's old drinking buddy. He was a barbarian, helped liberate Fair City. And, of course, was given a lordship in the second largest castle here in the Fair City of Alhasta for helping out with that.
Where is that? I've only seen one castle.
There's 3 castles here in town, of course. There's Zeech's Palace. There is Maris Quimp's Palace. And there is Lashauna's Palace.
Alright.
Now, there's a few other manors here, of course. Oh, there's also Lord Malaven Killraven. Killraven's manor also. So there's 4. There's 4 manors, yeah. All of those are kind of up at the northern end. Opposite, contrapposto of the Great Project. So, after that, there's another outsider coming to the party. A halfling merchant by the name of Maizen Mitchmellow. She's a merchant, kind of an empress, here in the Bandit Kingdoms. Hires incredibly powerful mercenaries to protect her goods. It seems that she was invited to this party by Prince Zeech so he could kind of lower the import costs, kind of rub shoulders there. Here's the thing about these... Yes.
Silly sidebar. Didn't we have to find a miser?
Merry Christmas, guys! I had such an amazing experience doing this video with Kuhao. He is an incredible musician.
A miser?
Didn't we have to find a miser? In that, nope, that was in that Dracula castle.
I see. We already
Yeah,
took care of
no,
that.
never mind that one. Never mind.
What?
What are we listening to right
I
now?
don't know
What
why
is
it's playing this
what?
weird Christmas stuff.
What is happening? I
I
was
think
like,
it
am I
might
having
be,
a?
yeah,
Nope.
it might be like an ad going on. I didn't know if you could hear that or not too. We'll see if that
And I'll
keeps
see you
happening.
soon.
And I'll see you soon.
Oh, that really weirded me out.
That
I
was
was
weird.
like, what
Okay.
is happening?
So, now you're saying your sidebar.
I think sidebar. A miser. That was in
We met
Raven.
him. I remembered it now.
The miser with the constant like money. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. No worries. We do have to. We'll do another checklist after we get through the guest list.
Checklist, guest list. How about that? Okay, so after Maizen, Mitch Mello, she's by the way,
Mitch.
she's doesn't
Okay.
she's not from here, right? Maizen Mitch Mello, so she's actually kind of staying at the Free Lords Embassy here in town. Found that out for you if you matter. After that, there's kind of this mysterious lass, this old fox. Some people in town call her Young Grandma. But her real name is Mahudril. Mahuudril. Mahudril.
Hmm.
But a few
Like
months
the
ago,
sad
she
old lady?
outright with cash money bought the largest mercenary band here in Alhasta, group by the name of the Red Blades. Just bought 'em.
Like not sidebar, but feel like knowing eyebrows to Koji. I think we've met her.
Have we met her?
The red who you said?
Red Blades?
Red what?
The Red Blades? Do we know them?
Koji, the Red Blades have been a mercenary group for a few hundred years now. So you would have been familiar with them 40 years ago.
Okay.
It's just like an order of mercenaries, people who are assigned to fight in the wars against the demon lord Ayas, or fighting on ships against pirates. Just a well trained organization of mercenaries who have been part of Alhaster's history for about a century now. Mahudril, she's new. She's new in town. I think she moved here like 2-3 months ago. And just like I said, bought the place up with cash.
Okay.
After Mahudril, of course, there is Miss Lashana herself. She'll be at the party, Rumor is, of course, that Zeech wants to propose to her. Wouldn't that be quite a stunner here at a party, huh? That's when you do it.
Goodness me.
Yeah, hey, that's the way it goes.
How's her? Has anybody hear about her health by any chance? Does
Lashana?
anybody see her? Yeah.
She's a woman about town. She's busy, Personally, have I ever seen her? No. And like I said, I am fairly certain it is not that undead girl that you found us. Whatever, that's a horrible thing that I don't even want to go into right now. I did what I did. I know that you could cut my head off at any moment. So let's just deviate from that topic, okay? Lashana, I don't know anything about her. She's top tier, man. She's old money, big money. After that is Police Chief Hoff. Quite possibly the biggest dwarf I've ever seen in my life. He does come here from time to time. Takes up 3 chairs. He's the police chief of the watches here in town. Yep, he'll be there. I don't think he has any political agenda so much as he just wants free food. But who knows, right? After Hoff, Lord Malaven Kilraven, another old money figure here in town. He's the captain of the Western Border Watch. The loose supply of guards we have in our fair city that prevent, all sorts of illicit goods or slaves or anything like that. Totally stops it from happening.
Totally.
Then this is when it gets weird, okay? Himriss. Hemriss. Now, I am a kind of a half fiend myself. And in all truth, I may or may not, I probably have seen this wretch of a girl walking alone at night. She's a half demon, if she's half anything. No one really seen her around town, but, kind of ghost stories around the campfire. Oh, Himris will get you, Himris will get you. Legend has it that's Zeech's daughter.
Hot gossip, apparently. What a gossip you are.
Hey, I really don't want to fucking die, okay? This was supposed to be a new life for me. I didn't,
Well, you shouldn't have gone into slave labor. You should have done a different thing.
I should have done a different thing. Okay.
Yeah, you did the wrong thing again, and now you're facing consequences for it.
I don't like to face consequences, though.
Clearly, that's why you keep making so many mistakes. Burn.
You're right.
Don't do things that have consequences.
Oh, that's
or
very
throw you into the ocean. I don't know.
There's two more. There's only two more, right? And these two people I know personally as well. There are two hobgoblins. One by the name of Bacrus. That's a B apostrophe Kruss. And his partner, Vajus. That's a V apostrophe Juss. They are both arrogant assholes and champions of the Alhasta Free City arena.
Oh. Okay.
I see. Oh, I see. Koji, don't be getting any ideas just yet.
What?
I'm sure. Where are they? Where do? Anything else? Do we have to still keep talking with this
Anything else? That took. I did all that in a fucking day.
Is it not?
You got 13 names in a day. That's cool. Where's Loris?
He's recovering, okay?
Where is he recovering?
In his chambers.
Where are they?
Downstairs in the basement.
Okay. I'm gonna go see him.
Do you really gotta do that?
Well, I don't. No.
Can you wait until, tomorrow? You fucked up that old man, okay? You stripped him of his pride a few months ago. Didn't he? Yeah,
Like, put my hand on your head.
I said was. Alright. I'll be back tomorrow.
Okay.
If you're both still here.
To get killed?
Which you better be.
To get murdered?
Me?
Think I'm gonna let him murder you?
I don't know.
We'll see, won't we?
Well,
Be
you
here
really
tomorrow.
just pissed me off up to this point. Loris Rachnian actively tried to kill me and an entire city of people. So I said months ago that I was going to kill Loris Rachnian. Nothing has happened to change my mind yet. You can just leave. Loris can leave or stay. I'm going to find him eventually, and he will be dead by me.
I did not hear that. I did not
Alright.
hear that. And you should come back tomorrow. That's what you should do.
Alright. Yeah.
Bye
And
now.
he is like, he's usually kind of this blue skinned, and he is downright periwinkle by the time he leaves.
Mhm.
Almost like transparent. All of the saturation, all of the blood has left his
Look
face.
what you did to him.
Oh no. A demon doesn't feel
Oh,
comfortable
no.
after aiding someone who could have been a mass murderer. How dare I?
Didn't have to be so mean about it. Could just. Gosh, you think justice is. You know what? Let's go.
Wait, are we gonna get into what we both think justice is? Do we got time for that?
I'm already outside with
We
a
got
towel
4
over my
days
head.
until the party. That's all that's
Alright.
I'll stand outside, wait for you to come outside, and then immediately start walking towards the thing, the clothes stuff, the ladies in the corner.
I wanna cast Rary's telepathic bond. We have some mind things to talk about.
So we can argue down the walking, down the muddy toilway.
Alright, so we got 3 champions in the pit, and we have prophecy regarding champions in the pit. And I'm not one for believing in prophecies, but the easiest thing to do at this point would just be to kill all 3 of them.
We have 2 hobgoblins that are champions.
Of the arena, and
Yeah.
Loris Rachnian, also a champion of an arena.
Yeah.
We kill them, they can't give the city to
the dead.
To the dead. That leaves our champion of the pit, and I don't know what to do about her.
I think there's more. It's like, do we want to? So these hobgoblins that are the assumed arrogant asshole kind of muscleheads. Like, I feel like we have enough money. We could just pay them. Do we have to fight them?
What? I mean, we could
To
also
give
buy
them-
poison
to give-
and trick them into eating it.
Why do you want to kill everybody? What's
I
the
don't wanna
justice? They
kill
fought their
everybody.
way.
Also, that's probably bad. Let's meet them. We'll meet them.
Everybody is apparently a little bad. It's what you do with it. Don't you know that by now? You're the old one. As we tromp up this fucking mud.
Yeah, but
trap.
there's nothing about me gifting a city to the dead.
Well, there's nothing about me doing it either. Well, I mean, you're being pretty high and mighty for someone who just is trying his best, he says.
I am, and it's gonna be way easier to kill them before the city is gifted to the dead than kill the entire city of the dead.
Are there like page boys running around the city, you think?
Oh, certainly. There's
Cool.
yes.
Okay. All right. So I assume one like maybe scurries by as we're
Sure thing.
walking down this thing. Boy.
Oh yes, yes, ma'am.
I need a favor done. Would you like to make a little bit of money?
He sticks his hand out.
I'm gonna give him no need to be flashy. What am I gonna give him? I'll give him I have a surprisingly low amount of coppers. I'm gonna give him
So much money.
what? I know, but I don't have. Listen, no, literally. Okay, so you can't see this. I have written down on paper how much silver and how much copper I have because those numbers like hardly ever change. I have 17 copper. 17. So I assume I like dig like pocket of silver and copper and fish out like 2 and 2 more maybe,
Ooh.
and like put 2, like have them in my hand, right, and like put 2 in his hand and be like, if you come back you get the other 2.
Hey kid,
And
here's a gold. If you come back, you'll get another
asshole,
gold.
I'm gonna kick you. Give me a strength text for me to step on his foot really hard. Like, I'm gonna hurt you. We can't be flashing around right now, okay? I know we're like rich and shit, but
You're wearing
we're like right. I'm not wearing anything. I'm covered up right now. We're right in front of my evil brother's fucking house.
Oh no, you'll see a gold and his gold sense will go off, and then it'll be. You've been in his town for 3 days. He knows for sure. He knows for sure already. I don't think
Oh,
he's
boy.
gonna like look out of his window. Oh my God, is that somebody?
I'm assuming we're just like standing in front of this boy.
You
having
are, and this
conversation in
child
our
is like
heads.
huge, like saucer plate eyes,
Saucer-eyed.
like thinking about running right
Find-
now.
Oh my God, is that my long-lost sister paying a poor child money to do something outside of my window?
How hard do I need to step on his foot to hurt him? Like to like not to like break a toe or anything, just to like cause him pain.
You can.
How hard? I mean,
You just have to break his armor class, technically.
I mean,
The kid
Okay.
fucking books it the moment that violence is incited. The moment that you turn to stamp on Koji's foot, he turns and runs. A gold and
look
2
what you
pennies.
did.
The wealthier.
Look what you did. No, he's never gonna. He doesn't even know where he's going. He's just running off.
Hey, child. You.
Oh yes, mister! What can I do you for?
Here's a gold. This lady has something she'd like to ask you to do, and then you find us again after it is fulfilled, and she will give you another gold.
Yes, ma'am, what can I do you for?
Through like gritted teeth. Can you find Bicrus and Vajus and tell them some people would like to meet him in front of the archives? Meet them later tonight, perhaps.
It's for a fire, this. Yeah, okay, I'll try.
Thanks.
And
Do you
he,
know who those 2 people are, child?
of course, because he's the Hobgoblin champions.
Condescending.
Alright.
Big
they
old
have,
gnarly
like,
looking.
an entourage that they travel with, or...
Give or take, you know. As far, you know, they're around, but they travel with a couple girls, but sometimes it's just them. If it's a fight you're looking for, oh, God blimey, you know they'll fight honorably.
Alright, that's enough. You can leave.
He just stares for a minute.
Goodbye? I don't know. Fucking...
Turns
Like,
tail and
kids,
just
are ya?
scrams. Makes it awkward for a minute and then scrays.
Poor little thing.
Pan copper.
What do you want?
Heading further
My
up
goodness gracious.
Zeech Street, getting kind of more towards the more affluent part of town, of course, kind of taking a roundabout way away from the deluxury with Armand Lauratio and the last known locations of Akuma May. You are, kind of rounding the corner, and Celise, you see a familiar sight, actually. Out of the hodgepodge, the varietable melting pot of races fantastic and not so much. Uh, there is one in particular that catches your eyes. A catfolk street peddler who has dyed their hair in this like emerald green with streaks of gold. Has several piercings
Oh.
along one ear, and its other ear seems to be shredded at the top. Longer.
Oh. What
Has
did
a
you do to
small
your
little
ear?
stall set up and appears to be selling tea. Darjeeling, orange picot, fresh teas and herbs from the north to the south.
Like I walk up to my little with like this much of my face
Very little
showing.
face
Just
showing,
teeth.
yes. Ah.
1 cup.
But of course, we always sell the finest teas here in the Free City. Get you some. I tell you, the best one we have today is the orange picos. And kind of like looking down, it's like I said, bright green fur has been like permanently dyed this way with these like gold, metallic gold, seems to be dyed in there with the streaks. As it looks up, its feline eyes kind of go hunter wide, like hunter thin, and then incredibly cute cat-like wide as a large grin spreads across his feline lips. I know this one. Your name I will not speak here in current presences, but it is nice to see you again.
It's been a long time.
It has been a
Long
long time
time.
indeed. You look so fine. You look strong. You smell well
How are you
fed.
in? Look at you selling inside the city.
Of course. A few years come by. You do good. You do bad. Hello there, Mr. Dwarf. You drink tea?
Yeah.
We have a fine orange pico, please. On the house. As he hands you both these steaming, like hand molded clay mugs.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. The name is Kilala, traveling
Kilala.
trader. As you please.
And
What?
you know her?
Aye. We have a sordid past, you see. From Diamond Lake, a young girl was able to make such fine woven threads. A trader such
You
as
think I
myself.
don't have friends too, Koji? Jeez.
No, I just wondered. I don't know. Jeez.
Drinks my teeth,
I don't
sniffs,
know
and
this
brinks my.
man.
A trader such as myself, he comes across such a talented young girl, and he says to himself, I could make a fine coin from this. And so I take some of this girl's, the weavings, the sewing, the embroidery, the clothing. And I take it far and wide, and I says to the merchants, I says to them, this is made by a girl of 6 years old in a small monastery. And half of what you pay for it, half of what you pay for it goes right back to the monastery. And only a pittance to this humblest of merchants.
He helped me buy my my paints for my hair in the early days.
Wow.
Some strange years at the beginning, the monastery. But I made some nice friends.
So I must
How do you like
ask
your
of
tea?
you, fair travelers, what has brought you to this loveliest of cities?
This and that, like always. Oh, well, I guess not like always. You didn't see me leave a lot. But
Something tells
some
this
interesting
one
things.
you're here for the 20th anniversary. This one, he sits outside of Prince Zecher's palace many days, many nights. I have smelled him. And I have smelled you.
Well, gosh.
We're here mainly for archaeological purposes. Uh, this tower that they're constructing bears a striking resemblance to a set of ruins far to the south of us that we have
Interesting.
visited previously, and so we're here to about that, right?
Archaeology. A very noble and divine subject. Yes, to know of ancient men and where they came from. Always a great place.
Ruins.
Ruins.
Yeah.
This behind you, this tall, glowing mass. It is to some scourge of battle, they say. They say it is to Hector, the warrior god, they say it is. And I say to them, I say, why does a god of battle need such a high thing? Doesn't he want a pit? You have a perfectly fine working arena right downtown. I says, why
Now,
not turn that
say
into
that.
it?
A pit.
That's not a pit, is it? That's more of a tower. I
Yeah, but
says,
you said why would they make it a tower and not a pit?
right, like a fighting pit. It is
Towers
Hector's.
are like a reversed pit.
He looks up at a tower, and he kind of looks at a mud puddle near him. You are wise
Well,
beyond comprehension, my honorable friend.
Do you are you staying for a couple of days as well?
Yes, trying to sell my wares to several of the party goers, you know.
Well, I might call on you again. Maybe I have something I could
Have you a
that you
ticket,
could sell.
miss?
Not as of yet. We shall
Right.
see.
Well, a little birdie tell me. As I stay here, right, I hear things. This one hears things all the time. I hear my nephews, my friends, they will always say, you always hear such interesting stories, and you are always so kind and generous with the giving of the information. And I always says, well, of course, as this is what I would like to happen to me in one day, the kindest respect, you understand. I'm sorry, I lose track of point, Here is what I have heard this one, from staying between the Palace of Zeech and of course the Red House over there, the luxury, right? That place with the women and the gambling and the dancing
Good
and
spot, this one.
I have heard this one. This is what I have heard. I have heard that there are 3 seats. There are 3 invitations that have gone uncalled for, unaccounted for. And of course, this one, he hears, oh, what a scandal. We could not have, it must be filled. These seats must be filled. We cannot have an empty seat at the 20th anniversary of Prince Zeech's rule. And so, this one, he hears, they give it to a one Mr. Armand Loratio. I hear that he has the 3 tickets, and he is patiently waiting for someone who he deems worthy to attend such a great valley.
Do we know him?
Yeah,
Who is that?
he's
Is
the
that
hotel owner.
okay? Yeah. All right.
Thank you for that,
He
Kilala.
said he didn't know anybody with tickets.
I'm sure we'll have to go now, but I'll definitely come back and see you.
But of course,
Koji, did you like your tea and like
The
elbow
tea is
you?
good.
he
Thank you. I
has
give
a mug
several
full of.
gold.
He has a mug that's full of rattling coins. Traveler.
Mhm.
8 gold in there.
Thank you, sir. This one says a great generosity upon you. May it find yourself tenfold.
Towers, the reverse.
And away we
pit.
go. Huh?
Towers are the reverse of pit, this one says.
Towers reverse pit. That's crazy. Celise, a moment.
Okay.
Walk and talk.
The rain
Mhm.
starts to subside after you've had your tea.
Yeah.
It's not a champion of the fighting pit. It's the person who championed the tower. It's your brother. That's the prophecy.
Koji, I don't know. I feel like of all the worded things that we've gotten, that seems pretty straightforward, does it not?
They're worse than
I
fucking
know they always
dungeon
suck.
crawls.
But of all the ones that we've ever gotten, it's pretty explicit, you know? A city will be gifted to the dead by a hero of the pit. Like, what could be. And, I mean, I don't know, it sounds pretty straightforward, doesn't it?
Remember the last time we saw a tower like this?
Yeah, and I know
It
what
was
you're
covered
getting
in
at.
worms
I don't.
in the ruins of a city.
I know. I don't necessarily know what to do about that, though. I mean, what do you want to do? You want to destroy it again? Like,
I mean, probably should, right?
oh, well, it probably will, but I mean, should we do it right now? There's time for everything.
We should probably go and snoop around that tower.
We should go get our clothes and we can snoop later tonight. Because there's
We should
angels and
also
things.
Snoop around the church of St. Cuthbert.
We should go.
To do. Also, have you noticed all these caves along the shore?
When did you have time to go to the shore? No,
Night, don't.
No, I mean, just that one. I didn't know there would be that many more. I guess we could do. Do we want to do? Do we want to work like outward into the city or inward out with our snooping?
We gotta start making some moves though.
We got a lot of things to do. But let's at least maintain our appointments, and we only have one today, so let's go fucking do it so I can check it off my list. Fleece is like, has of course, I mean, I assume gotten into note taking.
And so you guys are all having this like psychic conversation. That does mean that while you're having your fitting session and stuff like that, you two will be able to still communicate with one another. So keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
I think now is a good time for us to take a quick little smoke break. You guys will be approaching the Scarlet Spire, which of course is this tall kind of I don't know, like one of the domed buildings in St. Petersburg, you know? It's brightly colored in a way that most of the buildings aren't here in town. And of course, it's right next to the graveyard, full of attractive women wearing very fancy clothing. So it's hard to miss. And we'll rejoin there. But while we're taking a quick little break ski, checklists. You guys got them? There's a lot of quests to do. And maybe think about that. And I'll see you guys in a few, okay? Cool,
Okay.
thanks. You guys roll.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hi, whoever's watching on the Twitch. Don't know who you are, but hi. Hey, Embun.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm alright.
I gotta say, this has been a fun little stint in, just doing some fun role playing. It's a very fun and necessary change of pace, if you ask me, this campaign. That being said, you back, Sir Celise the Shepherd? Knight of Holy Shielding,
Hello.
wielder of
Okay.
Karsamir the Doubt Ender, and most of the Rod of Seven Parts at this point.
What are we at? 5 of the 7?
I think you're at 4.
4?
4 of the 7.
I watched an interview with, are you familiar with Thomas Middleditch?
I am, yes.
He was on James Corden last week, and he just finished a 2.5-year-long campaign where his party was collecting the Rod of Seven Parts.
It's
Very
a
cool.
it's a cool story tool, you know. I think that like metagame speaking that when you're playing a game to level 20, all cards are off the table. And like
Yeah.
when you know that the end game is you fighting God, that like I hope you have a god killing weapon, you know?
Yeah.
There's a pretty
We shall
fun
see.
and well written adventure, and you know, heavy on the Act 3 vibes. It's definitely heavy on that. But that being said, our party finds themselves, as they said, kind of Godraiser streaming out through the flock of crows this fair early afternoon, I would say, in the dingy city of Alhaster. The rain has subsided, but it's still mucky muck on the groundy ground. You find yourselves approaching Area 25 and subsequently Area 29, the Scarlet Spire. This majestic temple dedicated to Weejas, one of the few churches here in town that is not scarred, burnt, desecrated, that is devoted to a, shall I say, non-evil aligned deity. But of course, as you do come out, tending the graves are a handful of women wearing very ornate clothing from a variety of different styles. Each of them are beautiful, yes, but in a fashion model way, in a way that suggests to you that they are very little more than walking clothes hangers, kind of like they're there to show you the clothing, right? And as you guys approach, standing outside the door is, of course, the Madame of this area of this church. Her name is Almarath Kozin, and you've met her just a few days before, wearing kind of a sunny yellow summer gown and smoking on a long Gandalf-style pipe, leaning against one of the arches, of this church. Oh, good afternoon, good morning. 2 out of the 3 of the heartstrings I see here for your appointment, nice and early. Please do come in, do come in. Can I get y'all anything? We got some tea and crumpets if you'd like. We could whip up some pancakes. It's early.
I just had some tea. Koji?
I'm good.
Oh, very well, very well. Now, straight to business, straight to business. Please sit yourself down now. We have already assigned some clothiers for you. As I'm sure you have never been here before, a few things to discuss before we begin, of course. This is a natural slash magical process. We are using our holy power of Ouija's to spin clothes quite a great deal faster than someone who would do it by hand. Uh, of course, we are a church, and therefore we're not quite able to ask for any currency. We are not able to charge, but we do accept donations. The usual donation, singing somewhere to the tune of 5,000 gold coins.
Of
That
course.
being said, of course, and she kind of claps her hands. Now, Koji, I'd like you to meet Winona. And out of kind of the beaded curtain appears a fiery, spirited, red haired dwarf. She has this long, braided ponytail in the back, and her beard is also a long, braided, uh, goatee in the front. Both the front and the back have these ornate, kind of Christmas silver bells attached to them. She has emerald green lederhosen on, kind of these high shorts with these very effective hiking boots. Stocky, fit, and really knows how to fill out a set of lederhosen. Ah, good morning there. My name is Winona. I'll be your dresser there, Mr. Greenrock.
All right.
Please, come with me. Come with me. And she leads
I
you
follow.
into a separate room. Um, you could tell Celise and Koji that this is not the way a. This is the way that a person who has never been in a brothel would direct a brothel. What they would imagine a brothel to be. But the girls here are, of course, of a holy order, and there seems to be this understanding that this is the business. There's not really hanky panky going on, but there is a definite celebration to beauty. Uh, in this particular case, the beauty of fashion, of makeup, and of the human form. Um, it just so happens to be that these are all girls, but it doesn't necessarily matter.
The human form.
Right. It's still celebrating the human form in a non-sexualized way, but a you understand. There's a difference between pornography and art, and this is definitely leaning much harder on the latter while making it look like something else. That being said, all of these explanations to why this is the way it is, Almarath takes another drag of her pipe, and Miss Nama, of course, I'll be assigning you to Miss Mercy Morn. And out of the beaded curtain comes this pale, waifish, blonde human. She has a blue silk gown and looks like a Disney princess. It looks like her skin has never seen direct sunlight.
Oh goodness.
It's it's good to meet you. You have such lovely hair. My, I'm Mercy Morn. Please follow me. She says as if every breath is a tax on her.
Mm. Give me a Tim Burton princess. Okay, I follow.
Excellent.
Quietly. Confused.
And you both are led into separate rooms, and like I said, you guys still do have your psychic link going on, right? And we're gonna start with Mr. Greenrock. Right. So the general process of this is a bit of guided meditation, Koji. She starts
All
lighting
right.
some incense. Um, I'd like you to imagine your outfit. The thing you'd like to wear. You're going to a party, you want to impress some people, you want to look good, and most importantly, you don't want to look a fool. Now, do ya?
No.
Right, right. So stretch out those arms for you, huh? Please. And she kind of moves your arms so they're at a 90-degree angle from your waist. You know, you got some strong arms here, Koji.
Yes.
Your friends, they're so opposite. Like night and day. What's it like to you?
From each other, they're like opposites.
Aye, they are opposites. How's that feel?
Yeah. For them?
For
I
you.
don't know.
I'm asking
For
for you.
me, I don't know. It worked. I'm kind of in between them most of the time.
I can tell that. You're kind of the
They're
fulcrum,
not
you know?
exactly as at each other's throats as you'd think, but I don't know. We'll see how that goes.
Why do you
in the
think that is?
future, I guess.
You know? I mean, why do you think that is? I can tell that you travel with a rough group of people. Why is it they don't fight like dogs?
Uh, we keep running into stuff that's more pressing to fight than each other, and that's kind of helped out in it, I imagine.
Hmm. So you think it's just a constant slew of distractions? And you're a monster hunter,
Yeah.
you know? That like maybe it's a bit of a self-fulfilling prophecy there. That you're the fulcrum, you keep hunting monsters so they don't go at each other's throats.
You saying if I left, they'd kill each other?
I'm not saying nothing,
What
I'm
are
asking you.
getting at?
You
Do I
know,
think our luck, i.e., monsters, is what's preventing my friends from killing each other?
hey,
Hard
Oh.
to say.
it's an
Uh,
interesting theory, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Just saying, just
That's a
saying.
new one. What are you doing?
And she starts moving
What was
down,
that noise?
tamping my
Ah,
sorry,
Padding. You're
padding,
getting padded down.
getting patted down. As a matter of fact, you are, Koji, as she has stopped doing your arms and has moved to your waist. Stop sucking it in. It's not gonna work.
I'm not. This is
Oh,
my
you're not.
actual
You're not.
waistline.
Stop sucking it in,
All right.
Bit. Are you wearing one of those waist trimmer things?
You
Koji.
can't hear me.
Koji. I
I just
measure in
asked
the
you that,
waist.
like
I
in
need you to
Link.
speak with pride here, my friend. Tell me, tell me of the greatest beast you ever slain. Say it with pride in your chest.
I killed. I mean, when you say beast, what do you mean?
Listen here. I'm a young
You're-
scabbard of a lad here at the nearest tavern in a podunk town. You just came in from slaughtering some great big beastie, and you're here to boast about it.
That's not me.
Ah, well, I don't know you
I'm
that
not
well.
boastful. I don't think I'm. Celeste, am I boastful?
I'm a little busy right now.
All right, fine.
Sometimes you are. Sometimes. Why are you worried about it?
I'm not the type to just walk in with a giant worm head and drop it on a table and be like, "Look what I killed."
Aye,
Mm,
There
but
was
me,
that time I
Koji.
killed a worm by dropping a pillar on it. That one.
Ooh, tell me about that one. Tell me about that one.
What? I dropped a pillar. It was like it used to hold up a building. It was in some sporting events down south of here. I dropped the pillar on it. I thought that would do the job, and it didn't. So I climbed up on it and started jumping up and down to squeeze the last bits of life out of it. That was kind of fun. All the guards for the Coliseum showed up, and they were confused because big old worm with a pillar on top of it and a dwarf on top of that. A bunch of wizards and knights standing around that. Burn marks all over from all the fire, and
yeah.
we had some explaining to do to the higher ups on that, but yeah, that was a pretty good one. Oh, there was that time I grabbed that alien, just started hitting it. It was like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you," and I was like, "Fucking try." I just
Fuck yeah.
grabbed it, and fucking started wailing, just trying to give curses on me or whatever. I was just fucking hitting it in the face. And my party's like, "Oh, he's gonna kill you," and I was like, "Close the door, cause I'm fucking."
Busy.
Give me 1 second,
Yeah.
guys. 1 second.
Sorry, I'm trying to make shrimp ramen as fast as fucking possible. That's why I'm not giggling in front of you, but I am giggling with you.
All right.
Oh,
Hi,
baby
you
girl.
spoke with pride there, Mr. Greenrock. Thank you very much. Now I got an accurate waistline as she moves down towards your legs and your inseam, Koji.
Ugh.
Running, traveling, sailing, fighting. Do you ever plan to stop, Koji?
We all die.
We all do.
What?
That's true enough.
Yeah.
And you think that'll be
What?
the it for you then? Just when you pass from this mortal realm, that's when you stop running, that's when you stop fighting.
I mean, I'll die or there'll be no more monsters.
And
I'll
that's it.
probably die first.
I mean, I'm not, not trying to be a fatalist here, but you'll certainly die before there's no more monsters on this world. But that's a noble
Well, that's
gesture.
what I said. Is it?
Aye.
Well, don't you think if everybody was like, I'll die before there's no more monsters, like I'll either kill all the monsters or I'll die, don't you think there'd be less monsters in the world?
No, Koji, you're thinking one-sided there. Of course, for every person who wants to die fighting all the monsters, there's a monster who wants to die fighting all of us.
I don't want to die fighting a monster. Because that's what happens when you fight monsters.
Aye. And that's what
I'd
happens
rather
when
just
monsters
take a
fight
nap
humans.
or just work some dumb fucking boat job going across the lake, but there's people in trouble all the time.
Aye, Koji. Now, personally, this is
Like,
just
I
one
have the
priest's.
ability to save them sometimes.
Sometimes.
If I'm not, then the monsters are gonna win.
Aye. And this is one humble priest's opinion, but I fear the day that we run out of monsters to fight and turn on ourselves with all the fury. The day there are no more dragons, but only men. That's the fear for me.
There's plenty of monsters in man.
Right, but I'm a grave tender. I see what happens to most men, but I don't have to bury a dragon. I don't have to bury every skeleton or dire beast that haunts the night. No, I only have to.
Gotta be dire beasts. Most dire beasts are just big bony versions of a normal beast.
It's the bones.
Dragons. I've met nice dragons and I've met mean men.
Aye, well, never met a dragon myself. Heard there was an attack though.
Most of them I've met are assholes. That's a real thing right there, but I'm sure there's nice dragons out there. I just keep running into the same goddamn family of them.
Interesting. Well, Mr. Greenock, you seem to all be suited up. This process will take another about 30 minutes, right? For us to manufacture the proper, necessities for what you've been picturing the entire time. I am happy to say that you have been judged admirably. You've spoken honestly, with conviction. You've thought about things you haven't thought about before. And you
I'll
give
put
this
my
priest.
arms down now.
Aye, I've been done doing your arms since I've
I
been
don't know
doing.
what your job is.
I, I can tell, Mr. Greenrock. Well, I assure you, you'll be happy with the outcome of your outfit. Give us about 30 minutes, right? Go have some tea and
All right.
crumpets outside. She gets up and playfully slaps you on the buttocks as you leave.
Oh, God, get out of here.
Get out of here with that.
Oh,
And just a few rooms away
Koji.
is Celise Naima with this pale Barbie doll of a girl. Oh, oh, you have such beautiful hair. I wish mine was as lovely and dark as yours. Do you enjoy makeup, Miss Naima?
In a more ceremonial way, but yes.
You plan on wearing any makeup for the party? And she's like moving your hair back away from your shoulders.
I hadn't really gotten that far. I'm sure I can try. Should
Well,
I? Isn't that
there are many different fashions and styles of makeup. If you don't know what you're doing, it's better to go without, as far as I'm concerned. We'll begin the process
well?
with the arms. As she moves her twig-like hands up to your wrists and
Ah,
pulls you out at a 90-degree angle, your arms, as she starts to measure, you know. What's it like being the prince's brother?
how'd you figure that one out? I'm not even wearing any.
Of course, there are no
You know who
secrets
I am?
here. This is a place of fashion. It is the only salon and parlor in town. Gossip is currency here.
Great. Well, I guess that cat's out of the bag, huh?
Not to those who matter. The good prince has no idea.
I think that should be an answer alone for what it's like being the princess brother. The princess is being me.
How does it make you feel, though? Is it sad? Is it anger?
Rather numb, really. To be honest, I haven't had a family for most of what I can remember. I've had people that matter, but I grew up in a monastery. I don't have family. So there
So
was
it's a
no one.
void.
There would have been. I mean, like I won't say that I never thought the idea of having a family would be nice, and maybe I missed these like imaginary people, but kind of grew out of that.
Oh, how
It's
sad.
confusing being betrayed by a brother I didn't even miss or know.
What a truly loathsome story, of course. We've heard the tale of 20 years ago, the way he dastardly slew his whole family in the knighthood of holy shielding to retake this beautiful city. But it is this humble priest's opinion that there is more forces here than just some petulant man-child playing king.
I would agree with you there. Very much so.
And she starts to
Hopefully,
move down to your waist. You have such a lovely waist, though. Oh dear. If only I had such musculature. But no, I am feeble. Oh, tell me, though, brave Sir Knight, where did thou get this scar? As she points to one of your
Oh.
more thick scars.
If I had to guess, I think this is actually one of my rather like older ones where I kind of got pushed off a bridge and fell on some spikes. Um, it was confusing because I thought it was a friend of mine, but it actually turned out that he had been kidnapped, and I felt so bad because I mean it was such a there was so much going on in those days. Everything was just so confusing, and
Betrayal!
luckily we saved him, and he was really mad, but he didn't actually push me down.
Oh, what drama!
Huh?
What betrayal! How
Oh,
exciting!
constant drama. You have a lovely life here, though. Seems like it reminds me of the peacefulness of my own.
It is not all peace, of course. A city of brigands. This is scoundrels who would try and beseech our good virtue.
Not to mention living in a house full of women.
That also has its difficulties. As she moves down to your feet to get your inseam, shoe size, things of that nature. Now,
Toes. Oh gosh.
Miss
Guilty
Naima,
pleasure.
please speak freely. If given the chance, would thou rule over our fair city in lieu of your brother?
No.
How do they know that? What? What are you telling them?
Mind your business. I didn't bug you in yours. I answered your question. That's not relevant. Um no. No. I have other things to do still.
So you would let Prince Zeet rule.
I didn't say that.
Interesting. As a knight of fate, it is something to think about. You are meant for great things. Destiny is written upon your skin as though it were leather.
I hope she doesn't tear a toe off when she says that.
No, that was me. That was me.
I was like, ah!
Nope.
God, she turns into Gollum and
Turns
like
into
starts eating my
Gollum and
feet.
starts nibbling on your toes, biting your toenails
No,
off. No, that
disgusting.
doesn't
Ew, I
happen.
probably have really long toenails.
No, Mercy Morn is a petite, pale waif. She's gentle,
Mm-hmm. Don't give me a wave.
like Gollum.
Like Gollum. See? That's it.
It is interesting. You have been so secluded with me. You haven't opened up with your heart. You're hiding something because you are afraid of the weight of destiny upon you. But fear not. You have time. Now, of course, at Prince Zeech's party, you won't be allowed your fancy weapons and armor. But Prince Zeech is a fool. A bit of makeup could easily hide the family resemblance, if you understand.
Would you show me? While my
I
clothes
could.
are getting. I assume you're done with my stuff now.
It will
Could
take
you
but
show me?
30 minutes. Your qualities are still being tested at this moment. To apply makeup is a simple process, and if you would like, before the party, you may show up and I will do a simple routine upon you. Enough to hide. Because that is what you want to do, it seems. You have been judged admirably. Worry not. But your weaknesses have been shown. I am curious to see what you will do when you're not behind that thick suit of armor. Be brave, Sir Celise Naima. Destiny asks that of you. Please wait in the lobby. Have some tea and crumpets if you like. I believe Master Greenrock will be done shortly.
Go out, like, find Koji and be like, did she know
You guys
anything about
actually
you?
leave at the precise same time. Like, the
Hmm?
doors open simultaneously, and you walk out, almost as if by magic.
Magic.
Now, Lon knew nothing about me. Asked a lot, probably knows more now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's been other people in here talking about you.
Kind of worried.
Hey,
Just kind of made me feel like a chicken, I'm not gonna lie.
the chicken?
Yeah, it kind of made me feel like a chicken.
In what way?
Switch to, like, I assume this has been, like, over
You
the
guys are
tea and
you guys are
crumpets, but
having tea and crumpets and talking with your brain.
oh, we're such nerds. That means we're just like staring at each other and
No,
like
you're
eating
staring at
tea,
tea and
but like
crumpets. And,
talking, like
yeah.
really. Well, we're like staring off into space, like
We're doing spy shit. Nanomachines. Come
spy
on.
Mhm.
shit. Nano machines.
It's like Metal Gear Solid, where they
Oh
didn't want to
God.
animate a scene, so it's just on the comms.
Yep.
Oh boy. Gotcha. I see what you're saying here. Okay. Yeah. Fuck. So nerdy.
Yeah.
Shit. We
People
completely
nerdy.
forget. Yeah.
You don't
Yeah. I
get
saw a
to
perfect meme to describe that. I can totally say that. So like a perfect meme of the day that was like me, a total nerd, being a total nerd. Somebody else being nerdy. Nerd! I'm like,
fucking
yeah.
dork.
That's how I feel.
That's what you're doing right now. Is you're
That's
doing that
exactly what
spy
I'm
shit
doing.
right now. But please continue
Okay,
your
spy shit. Yeah.
conversation.
I completely forgot what I was fucking saying because now I'm just making fun of nerds. Shit. What were we talking about?
I don't remember.
God damn
Koji
it.
was surprised that Winona was asking a lot of questions of Koji, but didn't seem to
Yeah.
know a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Where in
Mm-hmm.
Mercy Morn seemed to know a great deal about you.
Yeah.
What's the condition of this building, and when would I say it was constructed?
You have been here for quite a good time. So,
Yeah.
as far as the condition, this place has been undamaged. Uh, there are other temples very close by that have been like completely burned down during Prince Zeech's rule. There seems to be a few
Gosh.
different magical effects going on in this temple, but they are all divine in nature. Um, this is, as far as anyone can tell, a 100% legitimate temple to Weejost. They just seem to practice it much differently than the grim-faced island dwellers back in Diamond Lake. You personally, Koji, you remember the grim-faced island dwellers in Diamond Lake. They lived almost like in a leper colony away from the rest of the people in Diamond Lake, and you had to ferry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these
Yeah, that's
people,
the
yeah.
leper fairy, yeah.
And how long it has been here? Over a century.
Okay. But untouched by the religious
Old
purge.
money.
Untouched by the religious purge.
And then the Deluxury, same district, stands where possibly several other churches used to stand.
Well, yeah, judging by how huge the Deluxury is in comparison to the small churches nearby.
At least I think we just got. I think they
Hmm?
deal in information.
These ones you think
I
dealing?
think these ones
I mean,
deal in information.
it's kind of a thing, don't you think? Like people that barbers, clothers, people that make shoes. They kind
Yeah,
of
their
they
temple's
they
undamaged, which means they showed some kind of use to Zeech when he took over, right? And it's not just burying all the dead. And they also just gathered a lot of information on us. They already had a bunch of information on you, your Zeech's sister.
Do you like your clothes?
It's about
We
this
haven't
time
yet.
that Almarath Kozin does come with these two lovely packaged. Like the wrapping paper is perfumed. Like let's say strawberry
Perfume.
vanilla today. Strawberry vanilla on the perfumed,
Mm.
like pale pink paper wrapping that you guys can feel is some solid clothing. Like when you get some good clothes for Christmas.
Not imaginary.
There's a dressing room for both y'all in the corners if you'd like to try 'em on. We can make any last minute alterations if some don't fit right. And
Okay.
you are led to these two other separate rooms that have a huge three-way mirror, so you can see yourself on all angles. And you try on the most luxuriant clothing. You have both sent me what you'd like. Koji, yours is just the Belmont outfit for a dwarf, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's sick, dope, and effective. You have gotten the boots that are maybe a little too tight in the calf because you have to tuck the breeches in, and you're not too used to that. Also, I don't know if you've ever been one for the collars, the English collars, the cuffs, where you have to
Or
put,
cuffs?
yeah, the English cuffs, French cuffs.
Cuffs, I mean, I wear gauntlets most of the time. Don't
Mm-hmm.
usually have a lot of stuff that has sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
Actual sleeves.
But I believe
Oh.
it also has like arm guards on that one.
Yeah, like some leather van braces,
Yeah.
So it takes a minute for you to kind of get your deal going, which is a whole different story compared to what Solis has going. Which, me personally, I've never tried on an outfit such as yours. It seems like it would be incredibly complicated to figure out where your arms go versus like what's supposed to be kind of revealing, you know?
There's usually a
What
tie system in the back.
what is yours?
It's this
Go ahead
like
and post them on the Discord, you guys.
I think
Post
I
your
already
outfits.
posted
embarrassing.
mine, right? I'll find another picture of Trevor Beaumont.
You've only sent it to me on Facebook, so no
Oh,
one's
is it
actually
just
sent it to
you?
me.
Okay.
Yeah, no one's posted it on the
So
Discord. I think Akama
okay.
did.
He posted hers like immediately somehow.
Because
Mhm.
look, man, I love you guys to death. I think I know what you like.
Mhm.
Akama, I can guarantee April looks up fantasy clothing for her character.
And just does it. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. So the thing with this is there's no weird neck collar thing, and
Mm-hmm.
you'd imagine that the flower parts that look like they're see-through would actually be like printed
Yeah,
or like
printed,
sewn
and it's like
on a
gossamer.
thing. So
Okay,
yeah, so it would be
so it's more of a
more
gown.
continual. Well, it's still got weird cutlets and shit, but not
Mm-hmm.
quite so
Why is that even like?
titty-licious.
How does that stay together? What's going on there?
Sewing.
Sewing. It's all embroidered on.
Sewing is how it's done.
Okay.
Yeah, there's like a it's actually pretty simple with that kind of
And
thing. It
you
does
want
have
the
extra pieces.
Victorian neck ruff too?
Fuck that, no.
No.
I hate that
The
thing.
bracelets, it's like the butterfly bracelets though. You want those?
The cuffs actually, so those pieces
Yeah,
with the cuffs, they connect
they connect to the
to the
base.
back
Yeah.
of a dress, and it's
Yeah.
it's more like
Oh, so it's like
flying
a
swirlish.
shawl. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's
Dope.
all attached, so it's think like cape that's only attached at your shoulders
At your
and wrists.
shoulders and wrists. Sick.
Yeah, like that. And also, I don't want it to be green because green is boring. I
What
want
do
it
you
to
want it?
be. What did I say? I think I typed it into Facebook. Maybe I didn't. I like the idea of like dark blue and gold
Dark blue and gold with your raven black
with
hair.
the.
Yeah, I think that'll be a
Yeah,
good
like that
look.
would be cool.
And just,
Did I not type that? Damn.
It's all right.
Maybe green. Maybe I said gold instead of green.
You just sent a link to what Trevor Belmont looks like, Hambone, but I know it.
tried to post
Did you?
It's
it.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Everyone's
It's
seen the
supposed to go
Castlevanias,
I'll
good.
send
and
a link.
Koji will look sick in it. Do you do anything with your beard, or do you just kind of leave it as is? I know you
I
shaved
kind of
recently.
come to the luxury. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's down to like just a mutton stash. But
Yeah.
like Koji's facial hair doesn't meet in the middle. There's like a full inch and a half there where the
Mm-hmm.
mustache starts, and
Que
it doesn't go.
lindo.
It's not quite a full Mobius. It just goes up to like there.
It's really fuzzy.
Yeah.
Um,
Cool.
Mm,
And you both kind of walk out, and there's this awkward moment where you both recognize how hot you look.
but don't really recognize each other, I would think. I
Yeah.
wouldn't recognize you looking this suave. What? Koji?
Now, I dare say, y'all look fantabulous. Oh, Mr. Greenrock, please come here. Those boots seem just a bit too tight.
yeah, they are.
Yeah, we can fix that up for you, please. Only the best. Now, should be stated, right, that at Prince Zeech's palace, no weapons, no armor are allowed. So, don't be expecting to bring your fancy magic items that you have with y'all.
Alright.
What you got is what you got.
Where would you say the dining room of Prince Zeech's palace is?
Oh, that's a difficult question to ask, as there are a few different places where Zeech himself would have a dinner. There's a lot of large places. There's a terrace, there's a ballroom. It's a full-on palace, you know. There's, of course, kitchens for the help, but, as far as what's going on there, I, of course, do not know necessarily. It's not really my place to spread such rumors, even though just about everyone who's everyone comes through here to get their clothing. That being said, I hope you do enjoy your new outfits. We do, of course, accept donations to our fair temple. And if you would like to reserve a graveyard plot, we can also assist in that, mon frères.
I'm not dying in a place like this.
And that's what they all say.
I give him the 5,000.
It is easily worth 5,000. Rose, you are muted.
I gotta go make sure Molly's up.
Yep. Chip chip, you there, Sleaze?
Oh, well. Yeah, sorry. I think my Discord just got tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you say there?
Koji just paid the 5,000 gold. How much do you pay for your outfit?
5,000. Yeah. It's beautiful.
It absolutely is. And, like,
Standard donation.
I mean, to be real, you know, a gold piece being roughly $20, right? People spend more than $10,000 on an outfit, especially when they go to the Grammys and some shit like that, you know.
True, we're going to something like the Grammys, I guess, or something as heralded.
Right. So, although it seems kind of crazy to spend that type of dosh on non-magical clothing, this is incredibly well made. So, at least you have that.
Yeah.
It looks great on you. It is form-fitting. It is non-magical, like I said. It doesn't count as armor, and you should prepare
Just clothes.
Yeah, and you should definitely prepare to not have any weapons or armor on you.
Of any kind.
I mean, look at what you're wearing. There's nowhere to hide them, you know? Also, your new sword is incredibly indicative of who you are and your lineage, and you're gonna want to hide that. I mean, your impressions of Zeech thus far, not a good dude.
I have to figure out where to hide that. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. True.
Don't worry, you got the outfit. Now you just need the invitation and a
That'll be
bucket
easy
load of
to
other
get.
stuff.
No.
Bucket load of other stuff, But you got 4 days.
A bucket load of other stuff. Gosh. There's a couple of things I think that we'll actually probably be able to do today. We're getting things done already. This.
Amazing what happens when a dragon doesn't attack. When 6 dragons don't attack.
6 dragons, especially. Yeah, that's really.
Now, here's the weird thing, by the
I'll
way,
fix that
Celise. It does seem from your initial thing, what happened to you this morning, right? It looks like they're covering it up. They're blaming it on the Ebon Triad, and they're definitely executing more of these cultists. Although you don't get to see their faces, they're just wearing black robes with the holy symbols of Vecna, Arithmal, and Hextor.
I don't. This is a weird conspiracy theory at this point, but I'm assuming that they're really, of course, not actually executing Ebon Triad people. I don't know. I mean, that one. We talked to one ghost, didn't we, or did I make that up?
Your dad was a ghost?
Yeah, we talked to my dad, but I feel like when we. Oh no, we just talked to dragons. Akuma. God damn it.
You haven't seen Akuma. You haven't heard from her.
No.
Not
I shouted
a
into
peep.
the mental link, and there's nothing. Because she
Nothing.
didn't eat the stupid tentacle thing.
She didn't eat the weird tentacle thing. You're probably a little too salty to really deal with her today anyways. So, It's more cool that you're getting stuff done. And then whenever she does show up, ha ha ha.
We've got our clothes, you don't, haha.
I like that you're like, oh, Akuma, sure, like, it's dirty, but you were like with her, that instead of going to save the town, you're like, I gotta get this sword real quick.
No. That is so not how it went.
I did re-listen to it, and that's not necessarily how it went.
That's not how it went.
No! What?
Here's how it.
Jesus.
I did re-listen to it, and how it went down is that Celise could not rightly justify, like, it was going to be 10 minutes for the dragons to get to town, and it was going to be at least 15 minutes before Celise could get to you, Koji. So she knew for a fact that there's no way for her to get there before it was all done. And it's more justifiable, honorably, to at least stand by one person instead of... Because Akuma is already busting graves, looking for a way into a dragon's lair. Celise says, well, I'm going to at least not fuck up entirely, Because technically, Celise didn't have any clue that you were being scryed on, Koji, until after it happened. They were, for all intents and purposes, talking amongst themselves for a moment.
And then they went to go eat you.
Yeah, for a moment they thought, Akuma and Celise thought that they were actually going to White Plume Mountain, because Akuma was lying and saying that's where you were, Koji, but... Hey, sorry. Anyways, you guys just paid the equivalent of $10,000 for some incredibly nice duds. You were informed, of course, that no weapons or armor will be allowed at the grand banquet, so that's good news. You have 4 days until the party, and you still have to get tickets. And you have another bucket load of stuff to do. Exiting the Scarlet Spire, of course, Amarath Kozin kind of waves you goodbye. Have a great day, y'all, and Miss Naima, please feel free to come by if you'd like some makeup before that party, okay?
Thank you. Has that little kid come around yet?
No, not yet.
The little kid doesn't know where we're at.
Yeah, you guys didn't really give him a meetup spot, so...
I'll just walk back to that street. He'll just go back to his little haunty haunt, I assume. Man,
you guys were kind of outside of the luxury That's kind of where you were when you ran into this. We'll say that he was blonde.
Where do we go next?
Hey, Celeste, do you still got Whelm?
Yeah. I think. Wait. No. Didn't I already give that to you?
No,
You sure about that?
I'm fairly certain I don't have that weapon.
Okay, I'll check.
Did you lose an ancient weapon
Of course
with
not.
great power?
No, I did.
I got so many of them, I just lost track.
It should be assumed, by the way, that you're back in your regular duds. Your fancy clothes will kind of come in this, you know, a suit
A
bag,
box?
a nice outfit box. Yeah, something that you can take with you, and you know.
Where are you, Whelm? You're in Wave's room. So it should be one of these next pages. I have a strong feeling I gave that to you, but if I didn't, why? What are you asking for it for?
You don't use it?
You're gonna use it?
I might use it.
I might use it. Okay.
Well, look, we're going into a place without weapons, right?
Yeah.
That's a
I
weapon
can't. I mean,
that we can literally just call to our hands.
true. I see what you're doing here. Very smart. Where is that? Well, I'll have to go through my like.
I gotta sift through
My-
this pile of relics and antiquities.
Yeah. Like I have one
I
of
love
the
it.
bags. So
You
I'm
guys are just
pulling
going.
shit out, like,
Oh, here's the fucking staff of Amon Ra. Here's a golden
just the tip of, like pulling it
skull.
up and then putting it back in,
Yeah.
like pulling it up, putting it back. That's what we're stuck with right now.
It's
I
like
have that somewhere. I promise it's written down.
the old Harlem
Oh.
Globetrotters cartoon where Curly Jefferson would just reach into his afro and pull out a fucking TV or a bag of potato chips.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
A Mary Poppins bag. I have a Mary Poppins bag in life. I have a Mary Poppins bag in D&D.
You do pull out Whelm eventually, Celeste.
Yeah.
You didn't get rid of it. You did not give it to Tensor. So
Anybody? No. No. Here you go.
there you go.
Thank you.
So you just, hand over this 80-pound relic of a weapon in,
Really heavy.
plain
I mean-
gloomlight. But nobody really bats an eye. You guys are too imposing and intimidating for people to really want to mess with. So anytime someone gawks for too long, they scamper away from you at this point.
Good.
But now we
Trying to
just
get
gotta
tired of
tie
hiding.
all of our other weapons and armor to the hammer.
Now you just,
Wow.
glue your
I
whole bag.
see.
Yeah.
I see what you're trying to do here now. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Shake my head. I think you had a good idea with just calling Whelm.
Yeah. I also got this arrow, which I'm gonna throw into a tree as we walk past.
Okay. Your arrow. Alright. Smart.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything I can call to me.
Yeah.
You can kind of
Yeah.
set an arrow into one of the nearby trees around Zeech's palace if you'd like.
No, just my arrow of returning.
Yeah. I assume you're putting it close to Zeech's palace in a nearby.
Yeah, no, I throw it into a tree. Just
Yeah.
I actually have 2 arrows of returning, technically.
Yeah, don't you have your own fan toy? The fan toy prototype?
Well, I have my first one that I bought for like 100 gold in Diamond Lake, and then I have the prototype of the one that I helped the creator design.
Yeah.
Oh.
The manufacturer that shoots lightning out of it when I throw it.
So is that the one that you keep with you for now?
That's the one. Do you want an arrow of returning?
Kinda. That'd be
Here,
kinda cool.
You can have my old one.
Old
Dusty.
oldie, as it's called.
Does it shock me?
No, it's just the normal era of returning. I mean, you also have the bow that I gave you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are going through your fucking bags like, holy shit.
I want to point out, I am immaculately organized as Koji. I
And,
have
yeah.
a quiver that was very expensive to keep all my shit organized.
It's
Well, aren't you something? I'm too busy usually
All
having to
18
take
of
the
my short
hits.
now
swords.
technically, Celise, you are compelled by the
yes.
Rod of Seven Parts to keep your shit immaculate as well. So as you're going through
Yeah.
your bag, you feel kind of upset about this. So here's your point
I'm
of
probably
inspiration
having
for
like a
next week.
defensive.
Your point of
Yeah.
inspiration next week is
Oh
to
god.
organize your inventory.
Oh my god. What have you done? Oh
I do it every couple of
no.
sessions.
I have lists. They're just long lists, okay? They're all over the place. They're there though. How dare you?
Now the good news is you can
Oh god.
easily
Okay.
lie to me and just say I did it because I'm not gonna fucking check.
No.
But
You're not gonna get to see all the crap I have. Good grief. But yeah, I actually probably should do that, so I'll take that for a point of inspiration. Fuck yeah. Finding time to do that will be the time. Oh boy. Well, so really it just means that we've had too many fights and I haven't been getting enough sleep. And then so she's just gonna be like, Sleece, Sleece could probably cry in front of Koji and be like a little emotional in anger. So she'd be like, but there's a lot of things I gotta do, Koji. Fuck, why are you such a fucking asshole?
why are you such an asshole?
I'm not. Why are you crying now? Shit.
Oh no.
But just
God
freaking
damn it.
get somewhere. I don't want to stand in the stupid corner anymore. Go.
But we don't have hotel rooms anymore.
What? Let's go to the shack. Like, fucking, what are we doing here? What do we need to do next? Stomps away. Fuck it. And I mean, I'm not wearing like all my armor right now, but I mean, I assume that I still like thump away rather annoyingly. Damn, you flied. Why you fly?
I can.
Just flew over the city. Fuck the tollway.
We don't actually have to like
Take an Air Express.
Away. Like,
No. We can just go.
Walk.
Yeah.
Surely.
Because you can totally do the walk and talk.
What's
Hey,
the purple thing
hey,
supposed to be again?
Hey, it's me, the first kid from earlier. What
Nope.
kind of
Oh,
task
God damn
do
it.
you want me to do?
That kid has not been seen yet. Sorry. I will let you know when he does, though.
What? No.
But no child yet.
You have coins.
No child. Where is that darn child? Let's see. Speaking of lists and things, what else do we need to do? We need to. Cody.
What is on your checklist, Koji?
What is on my checklist? What's on my checklist? Like, we haven't accomplished a whole lot.
You really haven't.
Well,
there's some major quests you need to do.
Yeah, but they're all kind of dead-ended at like.
Yeah.
We can wait for the two guys to get here, the two hobgoblins. They're gonna be like right outside of where we're currently at. That's the thing we can do tonight if that kid actually did anything, and then just take our money and run.
I guess we'll see, right? You're the one who was rude to the second one.
I was rude. I gave them a significant amount of coin.
Significant. Okay, I mean, really. Let's see. What have we gotten done? We're another day closer. We're working on. We actually have like a solid lead on how to get at least 2 of the 3 tickets. It's gonna be super easy. I mean, come on. What, these champions? Do you really think they're any kind of like chance? I mean, we're probably gonna kick their butts and fucking those are our tickets.
Are we
Bam.
trying to
That's
kill
2 or
him?
3. No, we're just trying to fight them over the tickets. I mean, who
We're
said
just gonna
you're the one?
come to a scrap?
Yeah, hey, let's make a bet. I can kick your ass, and if you
Um,
lose, you give me your ticket.
a slight confirmation. What Kilala told you was that Armand Laratio actually had 3.
Has tickets as well.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
but why would we?
I'd rather beat a man up in the streets than
Yeah,
talk
I'm
to a
all for
seedy
just
businessman.
fighting 2 guys in the fucking muddy street but also there's angels that watch out for that kind of thing, right? And
Mm-hmm. And you
maybe
saw them
we
chase
It's a
off
legal-
dragons?
It's a legal bet.
Ratio and
Oh,
take his tickets.
well,
that don't
you
probably
know
have
the
names
last
on them.
the last time that we were there, if you know what, we can do that, but that means you're gonna have to talk to Akuma and dust off.
Talk to Akuma
fucking-
right now.
No, if you want to go get the tickets from Laratio, well, you're probably gonna run into Akuma there. So, do you want to do that right now, or do you want to do that later?
I don't think I will talk to her now because
Koji's really good at dodging people. He knows where they are, so he knows where they're not.
Totally.
I can
Right.
make myself to look like a background.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see. All right. Well, is that how you really want to handle this?
Question about that ability, Thor, because that is an ability that Koji has. Can I switch it out for the Tasha's variant? For
Yes.
That level ability?
Do it when we level up. Don't do it immediately, but I'll let you do it when we level up.
That's the problem is Tasha's came out right after we leveled up.
Oh. Then go ahead. Go ahead and do it, because you are absolutely right that Tasha's came out right before. Feel free to...
I found a copy of it online right after. So.
I should be getting one for Crimbus, so...
Crimbus!
Yeah. It doesn't really affect me that much. I mean, sure, there's more spells that I could use, but, like, that's definitely an...
That you have, right?
Yeah. I look forward to looking through it, though.
Yeah.
There's so much. Even just reading my stuff, I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah, dude.
The
the whole game.
Universal race. Did you guys look at that?
Yeah, I have looked through that.
Sounds neat. I thought that was neat. Anyway, let's go fucking beat the shit out of Armand Laratio.
What? We can't beat him up. He's a prominent hotel owner. We can't beat him up. We shouldn't beat him up. We shouldn't beat him up.
Alright,
You'd rather beat up an unworthy opponent compared to someone who, like, fought their way.
Yeah, unworthy.
Come on.
Opponent. It's not the worthiness of opponents. That dude, Armand Ratio, probably destroyed most of the temples in this town to build his business. Do you realize that? Do you realize that's the temple district of this town?
And everything around it has been burned.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the only new building there.
And it's huge in comparison to literally everything else.
Everything else. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I didn't say that he got the right way.
Alright, we can go find out.
Fine, let's go. Let's go. But you know what? Let's go. But let's go talk to my friend over at the Church of Cord first. You know what? I bet he would know more.
I swear, if this is Akuma, and this is like some kind of parent trap situation.
Yeah. Is that a parent trap? Alrighty. Let's go. Do you think she's gonna be hanging out in a church?
I don't
Clap.
know. Let's go.
You're weird.
So we're going to
this
the Church of
universal
Cord,
thing at?
is that correct? The Church of
Yeah,
Cord?
see if-
Sure.
yeah, see if,
Really quick before I forget, since you are both got your outfits made for the party, you both get one more AP, one more authority point, one more apocalypse point.
I'm getting worried about these.
And in about no time
Da-da-da-da.
flat, you will find yourself at the Church of Cord, Area 22. One of the largest churches in town. The Scarlet Spire looks big, but it's mostly an ornate. This one is actually spacious. One of the proudest cathedrals in all Haster, the Church of Cord has fallen on hard times. Its few remaining priests have had their pride squashed by 2 decades of living under Zeech's rule and spend most of their time repairing their own church, which is slowly falling into ruin. The high priest is an aging warrior named Lanthus
Mantis.
Chax. Ah! Good morning. Good afternoon, it is now, actually. How are you doing
Mhm.
today, Miss Naima?
We have been out shopping and exploring this lovely city.
Ah, what a blessed
Mm.
day. The rain has stopped. It's starting to warm up a bit. How can I be of
I
service to you, miss?
well, I found something out that I kind of wanted to talk to you about. My friend Koji here, he's been really trying to find well, I guess we have technically, but we've been trying to find a certain someone named Bucknard.
That name
And
is ringing a bell to me.
I think it might.
Weren't we here asking about Bucknard yesterday morning?
You were. You were here
Not
yesterday morning asking me this
well,
question.
we found something out, I think. Where he broke into St. Cuthbert's a couple years ago. Maybe that's why he
Is this
Yes.
true? Did we find
rang a
this out?
bell. We
Uh,
found out from the archives, I think. That's where that's from. Because I've got that, and then I've got that Lashana bailed him out. Do you remember that?
he
Were you
looks
still
to the church that is
here?
directly north to him, that's kind of cordoned off
Mhm.
by security tape and has all of these, like, posters, banning
Stay
entry from it.
out. Mhm.
It is possible. They say that the place itself is haunted. Beforehand, of course, Rorsk was a great writer. He wrote a very popular book, a history of the free city of Ulhester. But that was some 60 years ago. Of course, Rorsk was one of the first to go when our good Prince Zeech cleansed the city. Rorsk saying that he wouldn't stand under the just and appropriate changes. So he
Go
died.
or died? Yeah.
Aye, he died quite some time ago. 20 years ago, one of the first to go. And his church
Jesus.
is, gone.
Do you remember the break-in a couple years ago, by any chance? Would you have been here
Look,
2 years
miss,
ago?
there's a few
Would you
people
remember
who
that?
still kind of hop in and out of the Church of St. Cuthbert. There's always a glimmer of light in the darkness. There's still a few loyal followers of the good Lord St. Cuthbert here in town, and under the cloak of night they come and go and offer their services. I, like a good shepherd, turn a blind eye, but I see them. An old woman in particular by the name of Furposha. Mad as a hatter she is.
Well, I can't you're just a wealth of wisdom. You always have so much to help us with. Thank you. Thank you, Lanthus.
Curse.
So, we break into the Church of Cuthbert.
Not right now, but yes.
Well, eventually, yeah.
Let's say, what time is it now? We're like definitely in afternoon time.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
definitely afternoon time right now.
Mad. Do we see this for Posha anywhere? I'm assuming like she looks like a crazy mad lady.
There's a lot of crazy mad ladies here. I can't stress that enough.
Sad. Well, okay. That's something, right?
Yeah.
What if there's like, what if it's not good people? What if it's like the Ebon Triads underneath the
Well, then we
freaking
fucking
Cuthbert shirt?
kill the Ebon Triad.
Okay, I was just asking a question.
Koji
I was
just killed like
giving-
3 dragons on his own
Damn.
yesterday. You
Yeah,
killed a
like-
giant worm almost on your own, Celise.
What if
So,
there's a couple
fuck.
of guys with knives trying to threaten us?
Uh-oh, guys with knives.
Yeah.
Frick.
Normal humans. Gross.
Ew.
Gross.
They got like blood
Yeah.
and stuff. Mortals,
What are their
ick.
Fuck. Gosh, you guys are silly.
Normal guys with knives. Ew, gross.
Yeah. Gosh, you guys are mean. You want to go
Excuse me,
talk to
open boy,
Laratio?
I'm sorry, but after sifting through my many ancient relics and priceless
Oh.
antiquities,
Yeah.
I have these 2 pennies to give you for a favor. Alright, I'll stop.
Uh-huh. What? There's so many things I could do, but I don't want to like banish you. I would be
I
so
don't want to
upset.
send you
I would
to
be so
hell.
upset. I wouldn't be able. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself. Like so mean. I could command. You know what? I would like to do something. I don't know if I could do it, but maybe it would work. And either way, it's for the bit, right?
What would
So-
you like to do, young
Okay.
god?
Young what?
Young god?
No, I don't know how it.
Dog.
That's how he said dog, and I was like, what? I want to try and cast command on Koji.
Okay, I have
Right.
a variety of things for making this
Oh
not
boy.
happen.
You just stepped into a bear trap of your own volition.
I didn't think it was going to work, but at least I walked forward with that. I wasn't like, oh, I'm a cocky motherfucker. I'm gonna cast this thing on Koji and blah 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 blah. I'm actually not sure how this works. It's a first level spell, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Koji probably has to give a wisdom saving throw of some sort.
wait, you don't know I'm about to cast this on you. What the fuck are you doing?
I mean, it has some kind of components.
Does
Also,
it?
Koji, you're within 10 feet of her, so by the effect
you
of her
know?
holy avenger
By her holy aura, I have a bunch of
advantage
bonuses
and
to
plus
this.
4.
Yeah.
It's to hold on. Let me find out which one it is. Hold on, because if it's wisdom, at least you know. I wish I could selectively not get. Huh. Who says I'm not gonna just like walk away from you?
What are you doing?
Are you casting command or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I guess. You know what? Fuck it.
Yeah, give a wisdom save.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why am I giving it? You're supposed to give a
Because
wisdom
I'm
save, not
using
me.
Magic user's Nemesis, an 11th level monster hunter ability.
Uh huh.
where
Oh yeah.
I can just
Because you
block
knew this was
people
coming.
with spells.
Yeah.
Oh, and what is it? The thing that I've got a thing that I can just turn this off right now. Like I can go ahead and.
Can you counter spell? You flip a trap card too?
You can't really counter spell it because I'm not casting a spell. You just have to roll better. It's a pretty easy roll. You just have to beat a 14.
Beat a 14
I
on
say
a
a
wisdom saving
wisdom-
throw.
Yeah.
A wisdom saving throw. Okay. So let's say that's actually not that bad. And this is magical, right? So I mean, I just recently got advantage on all that. If I've got that written down correctly.
This is magic.
Let's
It's
see.
not a spell, Celise.
Oh no, it is magic.
Oh, it
What
is?
the
It
hell?
is. It is magic.
I got.
Magically foil it. The rule is how it's supposed to. I'm not.
Uh huh.
Well,
You're not casting a spell, but is it magic?
Yes.
it says I can magically foil it.
Haha.
So,
So it is.
yeah.
So I have advantage. That's 1. That's 2. Hopefully, it's rolling. Ah, what the fuck is that?
You
know what?
fail.
No, I'm burning. No.
Oh.
I say fuck no.
Okay. A 10 and a
You're turning an
19.
Inspiration.
Huh?
You're
Yeah.
turning an inspiration.
Yes.
You burned it. So, okay, just imagine this. You guys are walking along this,
okay, I
like,
had some.
muddy dock. You know, there's a million birds overhead, and you guys are telepathically, like psychic wizards, joking and cajoling. And then one of you prods a little too hard. You turn and stare lightning bolts at one another. So much so that light actually sparks in between you, and wind disputes, and just all around you, a Dragon Ball Z like micro typhoon bubble, boom, and then implodes and
Sweat sore.
back out for just a moment as just this scuffling of absolute arcane power surges through you.
Butthole.
All right, I don't think I can make this save. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's not happening.
Yep.
All right, your command works.
Your command works.
Perfect. Sit. I'm gonna
Sit,
sit in the
boy.
mud. Yeah, I'm still being heavily influenced by Inuyasha. Yeah, so.
It's all right. I
And
love
you just
Inuyasha.
fucking like smash into the mud. Like,
Not smash. He is
bam.
compelled to do something. So instead, Koji just
Who just sits
glumly
down really.
squats in the mud.
And you have to stay there, and I'm just gonna leave you here.
This spell doesn't last that long.
Doesn't last very long. Less than a minute
don't-
at
I
top,
don't
at the
care.
most.
I could have just pushed you over while you were doing it, but I wouldn't do that to you. You bugged
I
me,
don't think
so.
you could push me over.
Are you really gonna try and do this right now?
I'm not trying anything. You're the one trying anything.
Oh my god. How do we get anything done?
I don't know. Is that our secret to actually accomplishing things? Does her
I
chaos
don't know.
make us both like accomplish things via counteracting it?
By like just chaotically having to chop shit down? Maybe.
Yeah.
This has been a really philosophical episode.
Maybe it has. Do you
Let's go break a hotel owner's fingers, please.
We need to do something pragmatic. You
all right, can we let's go talk to him first, but
Alright.
alright.
See how quick
Hey,
that goes, Sal.
Hey, maybe we could talk to that lady too. The jeweler lady?
Yomari?
Don't you think right? Yomari?
We don't talk to her already.
Yeah,
Well, we
you already
did, but-
sold your jewels to her. She seemed like an old crow, and it was a very bare-looking establishment. It looked like it was kind of built like a bunker, and all of the goods were hidden away from would-be thieves, intruders, you know.
How did you describe Mahudro?
Mahudro.
Mahudro?
They
How'd you
call her
describe that?
Young Grandma, is what they
Yeah.
call her. I don't think I gave a description of her.
No. So that she was like the mercenary queen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like jewelers are gonna be the ones that actually like pay dues, right? So
Yomari is a dealer of expensive things in general.
right.
Mostly jewels, but as well like magic items and, things of value.
Figured she'd know something about a mercenary queen. I mean, if we're just betting on the ratio, I guess we can just deal with it, right? So
Yeah.
I assume the spell's over now. I'll help you out of the mud. I'll like put my hand out if you want help out of the mud.
I'm gonna pull you down into the mud.
Into the mud!
Wow.
I'm gonna start a rage, so I have advantage here.
Go right ahead.
And do what? What are you gonna try to do? Please,
Mud wrestling,
please
it
tell me.
seems.
And athletics, to prevent this.
Okay.
No. That is
Hopefully, please.
that's not that
Rolling
great.
kind of crap right now. Huh?
What?
Damn it.
What's that?
Tell me
What's-
more. Finally got those bad rolls out of the way.
I'll
You-
get up on my own.
Yeah, you try and pull
Mm.
her down, but she winds up pulling you up instead.
And like a rough, like
Yeah, like
like
flicking
a rude
towel.
puppy. You're rude, and then like put
I'm
you back on your
rude
feet
puppy. Don't call me a rude puppy. That's mean.
Her-
Stop trying to get my clothes dirty. God, you're all fight. Let's go get some tickets.
Yeah.
Let's eat
Yeah.
something too. Maybe that's why we're so angry. We're starving. I haven't eaten like all day except for those
Go to
freaking
the
kebabs.
buffet in the Deluxury. He'll give us a free pass. Or he
All right.
won't. I don't know.
Or he won't. We could.
So the party
When did we
heads
get so stingy?
to the Deluxury. Yes?
I
Okay,
believe
cool.
so.
I gotta pee and I want to smoke
7.
like half a cigarette if you guys want to take a few minutes, okay?
Yeah.
I don't even
Okay.
want to smoke a whole cigarette. I just want to take just a
I
few.
lost my vape, so I'm back on cigarettes.
Oh, good for you. I never.
Good for me.
Good for
I'm
you.
drunk.
Yeah. I'll see you guys in just a few. We'll be starting in the best brothel in town.
Deluxury. Mhm.
Hello, Koji.
Hello.
Never mind. Doesn't matter. Kind of lost my train of thought
What?
there.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Oh.
I
Alright.
it was gonna be something dumb, and then it turned into mush in my mouth. So don't even worry about it. Hope you're enjoying yourself. This is kind of one of those parts of the game that like really sold me on this. Is that at Act 3 you have such like a repeat of the first town in such a fun, diffracted way.
Yeah.
That like after all of this like dungeon crawling and shit like that, you actually get to be hot shit in Hickville, and it is directly important to this. I don't know.
Yeah. I've been watching Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter Hunter.
How much of this have you watched?
I've watched the first season. I know there's 4,
Okay.
but I've only watched the first one. Where
It's
like,
such a weird show.
yeah, no, it's just like manga under a microscope. Like
Yeah.
it just found shonen and then just microscoped it.
Yeah, I really enjoy it, but it's just like
Gobbledygook.
so. Yeah.
It's
Nothing makes
gobbledygook.
sense.
No, but it's
Like,
just shonen.
random characters just get inner monologues. Like,
Yeah.
there's this part where there's just a boss, and he's just inner monologuing about the characters. It's like, this isn't an important character.
Not even anything
What's going
important.
on here?
What?
I'm Hunter x Hunter, an anime that I've been watching.
Oh.
Are you familiar? Have you watched it?
You guys talked about it last week.
I did. I don't have anybody to talk about this show with. It's all the shows I watch. Nobody else is watching.
Where can I find it?
Need to watch. It's on
The first season's on Netflix.
the first
Okay.
season. I
Okay.
think April's watched it.
Yeah. It's good. It's very shonen. It's very battle
Yeah.
anime, but like Gon is the pluckiest young anime protagonist.
There's, like, no fights. When there are fights, they're
No.
really well done.
Yeah.
And like
Okay.
a bunch of cool
They
stuff
kick the
happens.
shit out of
Yeah.
each other. But it's not really about fighting. It's about enduring other trials and tribulations.
Yeah,
I see.
it's got, like, I love all the characters. They're all really good. It's just
Yeah.
like the general structure of this anime is just like
You have to be a,
it starts with them trying to like pass the hunter's exam.
which
and
by
then
the way
it
is just being a
different-
professional murderer. It's not being a
Awesome.
hunter.
Not
It's just a
mercenary or
no.
anything.
We're gonna be like hunting vampires. and
No. It's a
werewolves and
license to
stuff.
kill people, and that's it.
Yeah, it's
Oh God.
yeah.
Okay. Extreme.
Yeah.
Kind of.
And
world
then
is it
everyone's
supposed
just
to
like they
be?
have their own motivations to just want to freely murder people, but then
And
they
then
have
they
to.
just go to an auction eventually.
Yeah, then they
The
have
whole
to.
first season, they're just at this auction.
The
and,
auction
like,
arc is crazy.
it's fucking
Auction?
bizarre.
Yeah. Anyways, back
Okay.
to the fair city of Alhaster. It is the middle of the afternoon now. I would say it's probably during the 2 o'clock slump as the party makes their way into the bright red, gaudy building of the Deluxury.
Mhm.
You have been here a couple times now, of course. It's man, what can I say about it? It's a large, gaudy place. It is the impressive stone and wood building, the most prestigious inn, gambling house, and brothel, all Alhaster, yada yada yada. You guys walk in, and although it's still the 2 o'clock slump, you can hear card games going, women dancing, people eating, drinking, dining, heroes, villains, consorts of all sorts coming and going throughout the well-lit interior. Sitting behind a desk, twiddling his frilly orange mustache under his prodigiously large nose, the Nigel Thornberry-looking individual himself, Armand Lauratio. Oh, hello there, fair travelers. I recall you. Didn't stay here last night. It seems that your compatriot had a busy evening. Hasn't left her chambers since.
Yeah, we actually had some business with you, weirdly
Oh,
enough.
really? If this is
Yeah.
some sort of under-the-table business, he kind of looks left and right.
It seems to be a slow hour. We could meet in my office if you wouldn't
Oh, yeah,
mind.
your office would be great.
Please, Lady and Gunther, follow along.
Thor, that's a
Oh boy.
very good Tim Curry. One note,
Yeah.
more teeth.
More teeth. Yeah,
Mm.
teeth.
Thank you.
Hello.
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 Me, Tim Curry.
Ah.
So, you get led into what you would call an office from an incredibly busy man. There are loose papers, parchments, books, notes stacked floor to ceiling. There is a bookshelf, but most of it is in a bit of disrepair as every book has been taken on and off of this shelf so frequently that it seems to be much more convenient to leave it where it lay. Armand quickly pushes over a stack of this books to reveal a plush red couch and gestures you to sit, where he moves contrapposto from an equally large stack of books that vaguely resembles a desk and sits.
So, the business at hand, of course.
We've heard tell that you have some tickets of great importance.
I do indeed. Something, of course, you wouldn't be interested in. You told me you were invited 3 days hence. Ago, I mean, 3 days
You
prior.
told us that you were not invited 3
I
days
am not
prior.
invited. But, of course,
You are
I
not invited.
not invited.
But
Simply,
you have 3 tickets.
I have 3 tickets, yes.
What if we were to tell you?
Why do you have 3 tickets? What are you gonna tell him?
Give me a persuasion check on that one.
Assuming that's in the. Why do you have 3 tickets, kind sir?
Give
Cody,
me
what
a
the hell are you gonna say to him?
persuasion check if you want to ask that question, Miss Naima. This is an astute businessman, although he
do
has a
that.
silly voice. He runs a racket.
Gotta figure out where it. Oh, that's not bad. Still a +5. What did you? Ah, fuck me. Jokes. Guess not very convincing. I
The
am.
answer is simple, Miss Naima. That there are 17 seats at the table, including Prince Zeech, and there were not enough people invited. So it was left upon me to scope out people who might fit the bill, so to speak.
What's your and Zeech's relationship?
Oh.
Zeech likes to come here from time to time. 'Tis
Yeah,
only
he
one of the
actually built
few.
the place.
Yes, a bit of
Yeah.
financial aspects.
Yeah, some eminent domain issues.
It is quite close to his castle. Yes.
Help get some of those properties that you built this over.
How about you give me a persuasion check on that question?
Alright, I'll do badly at something if that's what you want, Thor.
I'm gonna laugh at you like you laughed at me. Whoa! Maybe not.
Yeah.
He looks down and says,
Yes. There were some
Hmm.
buildings here previously that did not fit the noble aesthetic of the fair city of Olhauser.
No.
Yeah, well, what was here? I lived here many years ago. I can't quite place it.
Oh, a few soup
did.
kitchens, homes for the orphans, the sick and the needy. Truly a waste of excellent real estate. As you can see, the shore and the cliffs are so much better suited to wealthy manners than homes for the infirm and weak. Bah.
Oh.
That give you enough information, Celise?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright. We'd like your tickets. Please and thank you.
He looks you over.
Now, it should be noted that you have lied to me previously. Said that you have already had tickets. If you would have said simply you did not, I could have easily found you worthy, as you are strong heroes.
You always take it off before, so.
I'm sorry for our dishonesty.
It would have
But-
saved time. I will say that much. That being said, I can tell, Mr. Dwarf, that you would resort to violence. Your hackles are already raised. But do understand this. I intend to give you these tickets. I always did intend to give you these tickets. I knew you were lying because I had the guest list ages ago.
Yeah.
It was just a
You
joke
should
for me.
probably give us those tickets.
Right. And before you
Right.
strike me, before you swing at me, the tickets are yours. But first, a bit of paperwork, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh boy.
First, just a quick blurb. Something
Uh-huh.
for the heralds to speak of for yourself. A list of accomplishments. Titles. Something such as
Toasty Green Rock.
heir to the slayer of the...
No,
What?
just first and last.
Right, you see, Mr. Greenrock, this is going on my head as well. It will be known that these tickets are going to you and your compatriot. It must reflect finely upon me. If you refuse, then I will have to make something up.
Ah. That might be fun.
Or problematic.
Yeah, that could be really problematic for you to deal with. I'm not one for tattles, so.
An accomplishment.
He's Koji
Something to
Greenrock,
turn heads. Something to capture the
champion of
nobility.
the-
You
of
don't yet
the-
understand this, Mr. Greenrock. This is not just some party where you're going to be sipping tea and talking with the nobility. No. This is war. This is
Oh.
a battlefield, Mr. Greenrock.
It's a battlefield. Sorry.
You'll be going head to head with some of the most powerful and influential people north of the Neardev. Even Prince Zeech himself, you see, is a master of deception and poisons. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
immune to
that one
poisons, they will
outlined.
say. Oh, quite immune to poisons. We have things for people who are immune to poisons, I assure you. People die at these parties if they do not curry favor with the good Prince Zeech.
Some red wedding type shit. Okay. Oh no.
This is war.
Game of Thrones.
Alright. Alright. You, Celeste, give him your titles first. Wait. Or
Wait.
you lie more and
Mm.
solve everything via lies.
Ladies and gentlemen, although I do appreciate your time, perhaps this is a bit of an affair that I don't want to hear.
Well, you're party to it now.
Oh,
So
I thought you didn't like this guy.
I don't.
that's it.
If you remember, my plan was to come in here and break a couple of his fingers.
I knew it! I knew that was your plan.
Yeah, you did. That's yeah, you got it. Hit the nail on the head.
Let's avoid that if we can, old chap.
If I was you, because I'm still not decided on not doing those things to you.
Is there? Can I
We
get you
can
anything?
write down some.
beer, perhaps
Some-
ale wine. This might take a bit of time for us to jot down.
Okay.
Sandwiches?
Get.
A light lunch. Have you ate
Avocados?
yet?
Any avocados by any chance?
Oh, this is the luxury. We have Spanish pears.
Pears.
Just
hate
avocados,
that.
please.
What the fuck is Spanish?
Oh. Let's work on your titles, bud.
It's Elven for green.
No. All right. Again, fine. Yeah, let's.
Uh-huh. Why don't you just
He
titles?
Armand
just be
Lauratio
champion of the
moves
heartstrings.
over another stack of books and kind of opens up this kind of vented slot onto his desk and pushes a big red button and says, Carrie, would you mind bringing in a few bottles of ale, a few avocado and toast, club sandwiches? You know, just bring in a small lunch cart, cancel my plans for the afternoon, and perhaps a fresh quill and ink if you wouldn't mind. Thank you, dear. Kisses, goodbye. Then,
Just put down chief strategist, comma, heartstrings,
chief strategist of the heartstrings, yes?
captain of
Chief
the Bronze Toad Bistro.
There we go. We're getting somewhere. We're getting there. A champion of Free City Greyhawk.
How? When?
Not Greyhawk. Wait, yeah, Greyhawk. Wait,
Oh, I'm not the champion.
you're part of the. You're part of the group. We won together.
Yeah, but like, that was. I'm not the champion. It's Akuma.
Come on. Okay. What do you want to put? Winner of something that. Come on. Where's your kickassery?
I think I got all the good ones. I think I got
Chief
the
strategist.
Of the heartstrings,
Chief
captain of the
strategist.
Bronze Toad Eatery, and Free City Championship Games finalist. Yes?
Finalist. That seems kind of like an understatement. I mean, we did win.
Then Free City Champion. Yes?
Well, champ.
It's a title
Thank
we can
you.
share amongst all three of you. Adds a bit of unity, good for press.
God, all this talk
What?
of me being a champion makes me want to gift a whole city to the dead.
Gosh, you're so weak.
Quite
Minded
interesting.
sometimes. Do you need to meditate some more? We should drink some tea.
Oh, yes.
You
It's
need to
about
need some
this
tea.
time that the door does get a light. Knock, knock, knock. Oh, yes, please come in. And a red-headed halfling girl, kind of hands held up high, is moving this lunch cart that's loaded with large sandwiches, tea, some beer, fresh ink and quill, which Armand grabs quickly, and plenty of food and snacks. Kind of stating that we might be here for a while, so feel free to eat, as he gestures towards them. Not poisoned, I promise.
Should we get a
Good
ticket
luck.
for Akuma? Or should we get a ticket for Akuma?
When she comes out of her chambers, this business will be
She'll
quiet
have
for her.
to,
I will have a chat. I assume she has been bedridden all day, so
with guilt.
I assure you, she is
Hopefully.
quite a noticeable figure. I will catch her on her way out and deal with the necessary business. Yes.
Yes.
Once again, I know that you have full reign to break my fingers, something that I desperately do not want to happen. So
Nah, you're good. I probably won't.
that's great to hear, but I'm still playing it safe. We're going to go on to you, Celise. Some titles, something catchy for the heralds to call as you enter an exit room.
Yeah, pop out for yeah.
Shoot. How to not? I need to not put my name, I guess, right? Or should I just like kind of own it. God damn it. Got 4 days still. When will this go to your heralds? Like, tomorrow?
As soon as I fill out the
Today?
forms, so later today. Yes. We're doing all the paperwork now. That's why there's sandwiches, beer, and tea. We're doing it all now,
Yeah.
and we're not leaving until it's done.
What if you didn't release one of the tickets until...
Of course, that's what
What if there's
I'm
like a
doing with
mystery?
Miss Okuma. No, I'm waiting until...
No.
No mystery,
Oh.
no lost cuts. I need this to be efficient because this is my nuts on a platter. If this goes south for me, goes south for me. Anyone
What
could
do you
run
think?
this establishment.
I'm, I'm sure that's not true. Uh, Do you know who I am, by any chance? Like, there's no... You've commented
Winner
before,
of the
but you know...
championship games, who have the large belt, this stocky build. I assume
Yep.
you're a paladin of some sort, perhaps a holy order that you don't want to bring up. That's none of my business. No, unlike some of the gossip queens of town, I do not deal in word of mouth and gossip. No. Cold, hard cash. Vice in luxury.
Koji, how do I approach this? Like,
What happened?
the better...
I wasn't paying attention.
Nah, so... Does he know I'm in town? Does he care I'm in town? What's this gonna be? Like some kind of weird, like, WWE fucking brother-sister standoff? Like, I put my name in the papers and such? What? This is an odd issue. I'm trying to convince him to not release one of the people.
Oh,
And
you
he's
want
like,
to
no.
lie about your name, but you can't lie about your name because all the magic items you have.
What do I do? Yeah.
We just make up a fake name for you. I'll do it, as you can't because that'd be lying. How does it work? Lie by omission? Can you do that?
Oh, I have to, like, pray a lot hanging out with you guys, you know. Like, there's a lot of confusion.
Just fucking announce it. If he doesn't
What
know
does that...
already, just fucking...
Right? So, like, what would that do? What would that end up being? Would we get hurt? I don't want you guys to die because I'm being too ballsy with my shithead brother. This guy, like, everybody clearly... All these people already know who I am. Why do they know who I am?
Talk for a second.
I assume that's what we've been doing this entire time, not just
we
like...
just arguing.
I
No,
mean,
this is telepathic. You guys are doing this telepathically, right?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Just like screaming in front of this fucking
No,
vile
I'm
hotel
giving you
guy
guys
that,
the
like...
benefit of the
Try
doubt.
to kill Zeech anyway.
I know, but doesn't that usually lend, like stealth usually lends assistance in those kinds of things? Like, even if he's not...
Then wouldn't we just go in through the cave, like, in the middle of the night, like, tonight, and just fucking ice the guy in his sleep or something? Like,
why do you think that's gonna be so easy? Why do you think that it's just gonna, like...
Why? I don't know. I thought we were doing the party because... I don't know.
Well, okay, so there's the question. To just go with it and, like...
I mean,
put
like...
my name down?
They gotta
Really?
have some kind of plumbing in there, which means that cave's probably the exit for it, right? So we go in through the cave, and then we sneak out through there, through the servants' quarters. They can be bought pretty easy. We got a bunch of money for that.
Don't you
Make
think
it
he's
up
got
to his
magics and
room.
stuff?
Yeah, he's definitely got magics, but, like...
So he's gonna know probably, right? Like, he'll just know that we're there.
I mean, does he know you're here already?
How am I supposed to know?
Good point.
You don't think he would know when somebody walks into his house? I don't know. I don't know. Just
I don't know. You want me to try walking into his house?
no.
He's not gonna
Might
kill
never
me.
come back out. He might trap you though. You're trapped by aliens. You don't think you can be trapped by an evil man, an evil king, prince?
An evil
Try to
king
be.
that has about your variety of powers. You had to work pretty hard just to get me to sit down in the mud. I think I'll be fine.
Excuse me, friends. You've been quiet for an
My
awful long
God.
amount of.
We're thinking really hard about stuff.
I just need the young lady's titles, accomplishments.
Celise Naima.
Hold on. Wait. What if we
Uh,
say wait, no, let's just fucking plain up announce it.
I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Like what? Like maybe I can get the other angels on my side. I don't know. This is gonna be so hard.
I don't know, they resisted my charm.
Well, isn't that a shame?
Yeah.
All right. Celise
Sir
Naima.
Celise, excuse me, Sir Celise Naima the Shepherd,
Right.
and I'm, yes, one of the champions. City Greyhawk, weapons of the free city of Greyhawk, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're in pieces, and I'm. See, I went and I looked back, and I clearly was just an idiot when I was writing some of my stuff, but I am a. Where is it?
Knight of Holy
I'm
Shielding.
a baby knight. No, though, like the what's the rank? I have it written
A
down right on
Padawan?
this page. No, we
Knight Errant.
errant.
But
Thank
not
you.
Right.
you.
A Knight
Not
Errant is
Not
not a baby knight.
exactly.
A Knight
A
Errant
knight
is.
errant's a knight that doesn't have a like kingdom.
Yeah. A Knight Errant means you're allowed to travel.
Good.
Yeah. It doesn't mean baby knight. No, quite the opposite. It means that you're not stuck to a castle or a keep or anything. You're able to come and go as you please.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
being in the Knights of Holy Shielding make her not a knight errant though?
I don't know.
I mean, technically, all of the Knights of Holy Shielding in this town have been murdered, so you're still a knight errant. There's not a conclave here.
Hedge knight.
Hedge knight.
I mean, that's what a hedge knight
Yeah.
is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah. So knight errant.
Of
I've-
the
I've-
Holy Order of the Knights of Holy Shielding.
You could also like really fucking step it up and be like heir to the throne of which each sits upon. Cause like, you know,
Do you think I want this throne?
No, you probably
Don't
don't.
I
but,
want
like,
this throne?
If we're doing a big fuck you to this guy, might as well like go all out, right?
I mean,
Might I make a bit of a suggestion?
What?
The whole Knight of Holy Shielding bit. Maybe
Yeah.
we can nick that. Perhaps Knight Errant of the Holy Order. And leave it at that. Like I said, Prince Zeech is deadly. He has powers and poisons beyond what most people will. I assure you the people going at this party are quite well equipped in the magical and physical, but none can stand a chance if he and his angels have their eyes set upon you. To say something as you are a member of the order that Zeech himself destroyed 20 years about, that could perhaps get you killed. Do remember, dear knight, that although you have these abilities, you won't be taking your armor and sword into battle. You will be
Sure.
naked.
Kinda. So just Sir Solis Naima the Shepherd.
Champion of the free
Champion.
city of Greyhawk, knight errant of the Holy Order.
We could just nix that part and make it humble servant of Istis.
Humble servant of Istis. Yes, let's scratch the whole knight errant entirely. Humble servant of Istis. We'll go with the penitent priestess route instead, yes. Humble servant. You see, Istis does have quite a good popularity here, so it's quite good, you know. Just a bit to the north, a bit north of even White Plume Mountain itself is the Great Rift, where horrible abominations spawn out, and many priests of Istis go there for a pilgrimage to try and stitch back up the cave that rots. Beautiful. Now that is, I dare say, a nice bit of title for both of you. Now, we are about done here. I just want to make sure that what we're going into is understood on both parts, right? This is dangerous for someone such as yourself. I know you're not well etiquetted. You don't know which fork to eat with. Such misbehaviors, such slight faux pas could end your life in an instant. Prince Zeech is a paladin of Hextor. He is constantly surrounded by a coterie of angels, not counting his elite guard and any other evil demonic hosts in which he allows into his chambers halls. Do you understand? You must be on your best behavior at all times, yet strike decisively.
I think we got it handled.
There are 13 other combatants in this arena championship, dear competitors, and you must come out victorious. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Very well. And so, by the authority of myself bestowed by Prince Zeech, Armand Lauratio hereby decrees and signs, lights a little stamp, seals it on the other side of this already sealed, very nice looking piece of trifold paper. Miss Okuma will, of course, get this whole rigmarole as well, whenever she returns from her chambers, but aside from that, dear travelers, the heartstrings, as you are known, these belong to you now. As he slides the invitations to you two.
Tickets!
You got your tickets. Please add one more authority point, one more apocalypse point.
Okay.
Processing right now, but it'll be on the Discord here in just
and
a second.
one ticket.
There you go.
One ticket. Oh. 20 years of joy. Goodness. As time permits. You like the bowling the devious heads?
It seems sus. sus party.
Oh yeah. Very, very, very.
Handsome slaughter of curious avians is the one that gets
Uh-huh.
me. It's I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't trust it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I
No thanks.
don't know. The
Wow.
DM's only been hinting about this party for like 4 months now. So I don't know about this.
Yeah, no thank you.
Rather not
Wait.
even go.
Oh, I don't even know how to say that fourth word on the first line.
The Harlequinade Mortificato? Oh,
No, 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 no.
vertiginous.
What? For what?
Vertiginous.
What's a
Vertiginous.
vertiginous terrace?
Full of greenery, I think, and
Greenery.
tall.
Whoa.
Tall and green,
Gathering in the
maybe?
green, beautiful. Okay.
Vertiginous might be tall, actually. Let's
I
do a
mean, it's
Google
beautiful.
here.
I just can't say it. It's hard to say.
Yeah, causing vertigo.
Ah, great. The dizzying terrace. Okay. Cool. And then the what? The harlequinade? Harlequinade? Would you say that with the quin? Sounds dumb.
Yeah, Harlequinade, Mortificario, Mortificario,
That's how I feel right now. I can't read.
some sort of
Oh boy.
premiere.
Fancy premiere. Yeah, we're fucked.
Premier.
But oh, it's the theater coming out, Koji. Well, we'll have to go. Oh boy. It's very like Christmassy looking. I like the reindeer. Nicely done. Okay. What else can we accomplish? We have our tickets. We've got a mission to do tonight. Good to go to get to break into St. Cuthbert's.
I mean, we only got 10 minutes of play left, right?
Yeah, if we
You
want
have
to
to get
end
up
at
at 9?
9, we can totally end at 9 tonight, but
Okay. That works. Well, then I'd say we did pretty fucking good.
Yeah, we got the thing.
We got our tickets. We got our tickets and we got our clothes. And we've got to. Maybe we should like catch up on what we need to do now. Like we're pretty much just looking into Bucknard, right?
We don't know anything about
And
Bucknard.
exploring the cave.
I really feel like these caves are important. They're
I feel like
underneath
that's what
all
you're
this
saying.
important shit.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
getting that
they
impression you
gotta
would like
be
to go.
something.
Okay, so next time.
And Thor
Caves?
hasn't directly told me that they're not, which means he has the fucking map for all
Caves.
these caves.
that's not necessarily true.
Caves look important. Is that what you're
I
saying?
will
The map for
like
these
I will
caves.
say that Koji, these natural sea caves have been here before. These like before maybe 40 years ago, they were definitely used to house ships. Kind of like an internal docking bay, where a place where they could do repairs and things of that nature. As to what they are now, who's to say? You're right. But like before, you do know that these were wet docks, places where they could build ships and do buoyancies and things like that.
Mm-mm.
The fact that there is one directly behind Zeech's castle,
Mm-hmm.
sure, like one can likely assume that there's a boat there.
Steal his boat. I'm gonna steal his boat.
You want to steal his boat? That could be our escape plan.
I mean,
We
we
come up.
also
We
can fly.
can do tons of things. We still have to be able to get out. We can explore the caves and like that way we have a backup to run out if we get.
So let's
Trapped
go
inside.
over our to do list, right?
Yeah.
Now, technically, tomorrow, technically tomorrow, you are meeting up with Bozal and Loris, right?
Yeah.
You'll have
Okay, so
because right
Bozal,
now
Loris,
it's
and
going to be, I will say it's safely 3:00 p.m. where we're ending this game, right? You guys have just had a heavy lunch. Let's call it 4 now. Let's just call it 4:00 because you're having a heavy lunch with Armand Lauratio. 4:00 p.m. So tomorrow you meet with Bozal and Loris.
Mhm.
The party will still be 5 days away.
Mhm.
Which means that, like, really, you guys are doing okay. As far as your major quest objectives, you still need to talk to Rorschk and Lashana.
Yeah, got Rorschach in the shoulder.
Those were kind of
We
the
do got those two guys possibly showing up outside the archives tonight, but we don't actually have to talk to them.
yep. Tonight, Bakrus and Vajus will
We-
probably be outside of the archives.
Can prank them if you want. It's the best I got. Hmm?
Oh.
Aside from that,
Mhm.
you guys over the next 4 days or so, were there any other things that you intended on doing?
I don't think so. I mean, we need to go to Cuthbert's at night at some point. And
In theory, you
Yeah.
could do that after Bakrus and Vajus, unless something happens there. You're not sure what that's going to be about, but you already called them out, so
just be. I mean,
don't worry about that. Sometime at night,
see, maybe we can get some
sometime at
allies
night,
on our
you'll
side for
go
this thing.
to the Church of Saint Cuthbert. Sometime eventually, you'll probably go there.
Mhm.
It's really looking like, by the way that things are going, you should have at right now 3 authority points, right? One for
Yeah.
clearing Ilthane's lair, one for going to the Scarlet Spire, and then a third for finally acquiring your party pass. So
Party
really,
pass.
it's going to look like that you'll have a couple days of absolute downtime before the party, unless you guys, cause some sort of unholy ruckus in between then and now.
Better not. Hopefully not.
Either way, we will be playing next Sunday, but the Sunday afterward, I'm going to be out of town. Okay?
Christmas.
Yeah, I'm going to go up north.
About.
Gonna go home for a little bit.
Yeah,
It'd be nice.
I know I shouldn't, but I'm gonna.
Okay. Wear your mask. I
My
guess.
mom got COVID.
Really? She alright?
Yeah, she's okay. Then she got COVID and was still trying to be like, oh, it's these Amish people. It's like, but don't you have COVID? And like, all your family got